Watch WQAD MyTV 8-3 in HD over the air or on Mediacom Cable Channel 716.
Today, but a nice night here in Philadelphia. And we're set for Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN Sports. Game 2 of a 9-game road trip. The Cubs a 6-4 winner last night. And welcome to Cubs baseball here on Channel 9, along with Jim DeShays. I'm Len Casper. The Cubs scored the first 6 last night, then had to hang on late, but the top of the order did a great job.
Yeah, we've been talking so much about the starting pitching lately, and for good reason. They've been dynamite. That was the case again last night. 8 scoreless innings from John Lester, but we got to give the hitters a little love. Top of the order in particular. 1 out of 4 hitters in the lineup last night. 1 through 4 hitters, I should say. 10 out of 18. 5 runs scored, 5 driven in. Rizzo's heating up. Bryant banging the ball all over the ballpark. Fowler turning things back in a positive direction again. Very good sign as these guys got some really good swings against Philly pitching last night.
Jorge Soler also went 2 for 2 before exiting with a hamstring injury. He goes to the DL. More on that a little later. Kyle Hendricks will get the start tonight, and he's in a great stretch.
Yeah, his last start against the Phillies 2 starts ago, a complete game win over the Phillies back at Wrigley. He followed that up with another game that he could have taken the distance, settled for an 8-inning performance, allowed just 3 hits and 2 earned runs against the Dodgers. Yeah, the young right-hander really locked in.
So the Cubs have taken 11 of their last 13. They've got a 10-game lead in the division, and they will turn to Kyle Hendricks and his .284 ERA next.
Goods Furniture, 3 blocks, 12 multi-level buildings, all packed full of furniture, food, and fun. Goods Furniture offers a wide selection of furniture choices for every room in your house to fit every budget. Spend the day shopping, enjoying lunch in the Wine Cellar restaurant, and strolling through the shops at Market Square. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
The best part of summer is taking my family to Modern Woodman Park. My mom coaches baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Cade loves the drop-in twist and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
Need help?
Oh, thanks.
Some people think because I'm from Crawford Company, I can solve any problem.
Oh, Julie, will you get my gloves for me, please?
But what we know best is providing Bryan Air Conditioning
Hey, Mom, have you seen my baseball?
with no high-pressure sales pitch. With great products at a fair price, your problems are solved. Honestly, just call Crawford Company. Now let's finish up this bad boy.
Visit Crawford-Company.com for rebates on affordable air conditioning solutions from Crawford Company.
Dogs are always welcome in Wisconsin, and if they want, they can bring their people too.
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you. Honda, start something special with a great deal on a Honda. Now at your Honda dealer. State Farm, there for you when things go wrong, but also here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM. Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace. Your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. And by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Let's check out our Mazda replay cam. Jorge Soler, who made a nice catch, couple of hits last night. On this long single, strained his left hamstring, so he goes to the 15-day disabled list.
And he's had hamstring issues in the past, so they're going to be careful. It's just hard to tell with these hamstrings on the 15-day DL, but sometimes that injury tends to linger, so hopefully not out too long.
And as a result, Albert Almora Jr. comes up from AAA Iowa. He's wearing number 5 tonight, looking to make his major league debut. Just 22 years old, the Cubs' first-round pick back in 2012, the 6th overall pick. And the Cubs are happy to have him. But it does speak to the depth in this organization that they're able to bring him up and replace Soler.
Yeah, and I think everybody feels comfortable with Almora. Maybe here a little sooner than they wanted or, had planned, but because he is such a mature guy, a good solid defender, even if he struggles initially with the bat, he's still going to be able to contribute. And, of course, they have other options as well. Matt Caesar over there, he'll probably get a little more playing time. Tommy LaStella, maybe we'll see a little more of him in the infield with Chris Bryant slotting into the outfield a little more frequently.
Here's the Cubs Southwest starting lineup. Fowler, Hayward, and Bryant at the top. Hayward with his 100th homer last night. Rizzo, Zobrist, LaStella getting the start at third with Bryant in left. Montero, Russell, and Hendricks rounding it out. Jared Eichhoff is ready to work. Get you the rest of the Phillies defense here in a moment. And the first pitch, fastball strike.
Eichhoff, a 4-pitch pitcher, fastball, curve, slider, change. Curveball maybe his best pitch. Fowler jumped him for a leadoff home run in the bottom of the first at Wrigley in his start there. One loss record, nothing to get too excited about, but he's been solid. ERA of 3.93.
Swing and a miss.
That good hook.
For strike 3.
So bounce around the field, see who's where for the Phillies this evening. Ashe, Herrera, and Goodell, left, center, right. Franco, Galvis, Hernandez, Howard on the infield. Carlos Ruiz behind the plate.
So now Jason Hayward. 1 for 4, hit by a pitch, and cranked a 2-run homer in the opener. He hits one on the ground. Is he all right? I think he hit one off himself, foot, yeah. So it's a foul ball. Quick call made by Mike Winters, the home plate umpire.
Eichhoff, 25 years of age, 6'4", 240. Actually drafted by the Cubs in the 46th round in 2010. Didn't sign. Phillies took him in the 15th round the following year.
From Evansville, Indiana. Attended Olney Central College in Illinois. Not too far from the Indiana border is Olney, Illinois. Fouled back.
Well, two things get your attention. One, left-handed hitters have been far better against them than righties. That's not a big surprise for a right-handed pitcher. Lefties hitting .306 against them. Right-handed batters .231, and far better here at home than on the road.
Broken bat liner that's caught by Ryan Howard. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. It has turned into a gorgeous night. We got a big downpour a couple of hours before the first pitch. Partly cloudy skies. Looks like the wind's blowing pretty hard.
Pretty good to right, eh?
Yeah.
Ball Bryant hit out there last night. If he hits it here today, it'll go.
And he just missed a couple of home runs. He went 3 for 5 with 2 doubles, an RBI, and scored twice. Phillies over shift on the infield, and Bryant hits it through the shift. He's 4 for 6 to start the set.
Pitcher's just having a hard time figuring out where to go with Chris Bryant. He lays off that chase breaking ball so well. He handles pitches off the outside edge. He's pretty quick to the fastball in. So anyway, this cat here, Eichhoff, 2.27 ERA in his home ballpark this year, 6.41 on the road.
And a strike on Rizzo. Anthony, I would say, somewhat quietly has put together a nice 5-game hitting streak, 9 out of 18. So that slump he was in, he seems to be out of it. He knocked in 2 on 3 hits last night.
Yeah, one was a cheapie, a little pop up into shallow left. The other 2 line drives, and one he went way out of the zone for a breaking ball away and punched it into left in a solid line drive single his final time up.
Short lead by Bryant. And the pitch.
He's kind of like we talked about with Bryant. It's very difficult for pitchers to figure out where to go against Anthony. When he's scuffling, he'll chase that breaking ball down and in from a right-handed pitcher. But when he's seeing it well and not struggling, he doesn't have many holes, and he covers the outside part of the plate and beyond so well because he's so close to home plate.
Way up in the air, left field. And it will be taken by Ashe, the left fielder, to end the inning. Cubs don't score. Phillies coming up against Kyle Hendricks when we return.
Hey, Illinois drivers, I need your help to make our roads as safe as possible. For starters, cars and trucks, please be extra careful when driving next to each other. Whoa! Also, if your phone isn't hands-free, it's illegal to use when driving in Illinois.
So drop it and drive.
And remember, when you see orange signs, look for the unexpected. Something ahead could result in a crash. See orange. Slow down. Save lives. Together, we can make 0 fatalities a reality. Always drive safely and embrace the orange.
Are you a Medicare beneficiary? Are you getting the most out of your plan? Due to healthcare reform, significant new benefits have been added to Medicare plans. If you have Medicare Parts A, B, or D, or any Medicare Advantage plan, benefits are now available with no deductibles or co-pays. And you can get dental, vision, and prescription coverage included. Call the Select Advisor helpline now to make sure you have all the benefits you're entitled to. At no cost or obligation, an experienced representative will compare and shop plans across multiple providers. The cost of health insurance and the denial of coverage due to pre-existing conditions has become a serious problem in America. But now, healthcare reform is available. Call now to make sure you're taking advantage of all the benefits offered to you. Speak with an advisor to help you get everything you're entitled to. Don't miss the deadline. Call Select Advisor today.
Call 1-800-383-2391. That's 1-800-383-2391.
Well, Cubs have won 11 of 13. Phillies going in the opposite direction. They've now lost 13 of 17. They're 0-4 against the Cubs in this season series. Herrera, Hernandez, Galvis at the top. Franco, Howard, Goodell in the middle. Ashe, Ruiz, and Eichhoff, 7 through 9.
And the Cubs defensively, Bryant in left tonight. Fowler, Hayward, center and right. Tommy LaStella gets the start at third. Ben Zobrist back in there. He pairs with Russell in the middle, Rizzo at first, Montero behind the plate. And let's take a look now at our Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs starting pitcher. It's Kyle Hendricks, 4-4 with a .284, making his 11th start. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all.
And like Jared Eichhoff came up through the Rangers system before being traded, and they were briefly teammates in the low minors. Odubel Herrera did not start last night against the left-hander Lester. Did pinch hit and singled in the ninth. Pete McCannon said his legs were a little tight, wanted to give him one night after a 4-hit game on Sunday.
No surprise to see strike one from Kyle Hendricks. Does that a little over 70% of the time. He and John Lackey lead the National League in that department.
Well, every team will be represented in the All-Star game. Herrera would be a possible candidate for the Phillies. I would think Genmar Gomez, who's piled up 18 saves already, would be another.
That's probably about it.
Aaron Nola.
Nola, yeah. There you go, Nola. Yep, Aaron Nola, strong candidate.
Line foul the other way. It seems to me, in the little time we've seen Herrera in this season series, he fouls off a lot of pitches
he does.
To left.
Yeah, well, he hits the ball to left a lot.
There's another one. Caught on the dive. Addison Russell. What a beauty.
And he comes up smiling. You know, he's so good, he's hard to impress. But I think he was impressed by his own play here. Watch the break he gets. Herrera thinks he's got a knock, and Russell denies him. Beautiful play.
Just make sure you replace your divot. That ball hit hard on the ground, but scooped by Ben Zobrist, who gets Cesar Hernandez. 2 down. Well, that's the other thing about the stellar starting pitching the Cubs have gotten, is they've gotten help from their defense. And the Cubs, at last check, were leading the majors in defensive efficiency. So balls in play, they're turning them into outs at a higher rate than any other team in baseball. Ball one on Freddie Galvis.
Yeah, they've been on a pretty good roll here too in terms of just playing errorless free baseball.
Is
error-free baseball? Error-free baseball, yeah. You can't do errorless free baseball unless you make a lot of errors.
Right. Hey, by the way, Addison just replaced his divot. I don't think they have any of that.
Got a little sand, a bottle of sand in his back pocket.
Concoction that you're supposed to fill it in with. I think he just went and found the piece of sod and tamped it down a little bit with his spikes. Let's go to 16. Deep left. Bryant is back, and he misjudged it, I think. I don't even know if he saw it. That was a very catchable ball, but he got twisted around, and it'll be a double for Galvis. That was odd.
Yeah, I don't know the trajectory of that ball. I don't know if there's some sun issues or a bank of lights, but it looked to me like he just didn't dare take his eyes off of it as he tracked it, so he's kind of drifting, and ball's got a little slice spin, and boy, late to realize that he lucky he didn't take that one on the coconut.
Yeah.
So we got divots, we got slices.
Kyle Hendricks is a scratch golfer.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play much.
Well, we'll see if he can save his par here.
Much to the chagrin of his teammates who say it's not fair. Can't be that good and not play. Maikel Franco, ball one. .89, that's about as hot as you'll see that fastball from Hendricks.
Threw his fastball a high percentage of the time in his start against the Phillies. Of course, it's almost always sinkers. Every now and then he'll throw a four-seamer away from a right-hander, elevate it a little bit. Sinkers and change-ups. And then typically we'll, maybe second time through the order, we'll start to mix in a few more curveballs.
Gave up technically an earned run in that complete game win, but it was as unearned as an earned run could be. How unearned can an earned run be if an earned run was unearned?
Might have been earned, but it was not deserved.
Had a misplay out in right. And it was, in fact, it was Galvis. So he has two doubles against the Cubs, balls that should have been caught. Rizzo can't get it. Galvis around third. Here comes the throw by Hayward. It's late. Throw to second. Late there. 1-0 Phillies.
Phillies for most of the night last night just dormant, could get nothing going against John Lester, and they had a little uprising in the ninth, scored 4 runs, and they're off to a good start here tonight. 2-out double again, a ball that probably should have been caught, and an off-field single here by Franco. Good read by him as that throw comes all the way through. He gets himself into scoring position.
So he'll be given a single and an RBI, moved to second on the throw. And here is Ryan Howard, who has lost his starting position at first base, but he's in there tonight. Ball one. And you see those great stats and the reason why he hasn't played a lot lately. He has been very vocal with the media about not wanting to be a distraction to his teammates. Prince Fielder has been losing some playing time in Texas. These are strange moments for veteran guys who are used to playing every single day. .365 career home runs for Howard. The 2-1 up and in.
Well, Howard's been in decline for a while now, and the Prince Fielder thing is a little more mystifying. He's still in the prime of his career. You would think.
Hitting .193, hit .305 last year. 23 home runs. And I guess the other difference is the Rangers are a first place team and they're built to win now, whereas the Phillies are in a rebuild.
A little bit of a prickly situation for Jeff Bannister down there in Texas with Fielder, and can't give up on him altogether, but
he walked him. The double, single, walk, all with 2 outs.
Working the edges of the zone. Howard willing to accept his walk there. Doesn't expand.
Yeah, it's interesting. We talk about the ability to command the strike zone for a pitcher. We talk about it with hitters too. You saw all 6 pitches were out of that box. I don't think it was because Kyle was missing his spots. I think he was just trying to get Howard to swing at 3 of them, and he got him to swing at 2.
So what Kyle typically does is throw strike 1 and then start to work off the edges. We'll see if the Phillies are able to make an adjustment, having seen him just, a couple of weeks ago, less than that. And does he change his game plan at all?
The 0-2 on Goodell. A chopper to Hendricks to end the inning. Phillies strike first tonight. After 1, it's 1-0 for the home team.
For 125 years, Alexander Lumber has taken pride in being part of the communities we've helped build. While the industry has changed over the years, the Alexander commitment to our customers has not. Help us celebrate 125 years at our open house on June 23rd in Monmouth.
When it comes to orthopedic care for injuries, you want the best. Dr. Hoffman is an expert in total joints and sports medicine. Dr. Cobb has expertise in new, minimally invasive procedures of the hand and upper extremities. Dr. Dolphin is the area's leader in spine surgery. Dr. Mendel is a specialist for foot and ankle, total joints, and sports medicine. Orthopedic specialists will get you back in the game.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
They helped walk us through all of the decisions that needed to be handled.
Just the little things that you really appreciate.
We try to provide a service and try to anticipate their needs before they have to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing, just amazing.
They're extraordinary.
They were tops. It meant a lot.
Esterdahl, serving the community since 1891.
Brood Passport, with over $200 in savings on all the things you love. Growlers, pints, wings, flatbreads, pizza, and more, only $25. Buy online on the deals page at WQAD.com or pay with a check at the WQAD News 8 studios. Get your Brood Passport and let your craft beer adventure begin. Please drink responsibly.
For 125 years, Alexander Lumber has taken pride in being part of the communities we've helped build. While this industry has changed over the years, the Alexander commitment to our customers has not. Help us celebrate 125 years at our open house on June 24th in Geneseo.
SafeKids.org.
Phillies lead the Cubs 1-0. Hey, Cub fans, if you want to manage the game along with Joe, log on to WGNTV.com and click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and info while watching at home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape, pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Everything you need to have more fun at home this summer. Ben Zobrist got the night off last night. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pirates won the first of a doubleheader, 3-1 over the Mets today, so they're within 9.5 of the Cubs. One and two. Zobrist recently had a 16-game hitting streak, but since that ended, 0 for 13 with 5 walks. Still leading the majors in on-base percentage at .438 ahead of his teammate Dexter Fowler, who came in at .429.
Yeah, just the last 10 days or so has been out of sync, out of rhythm. A little late getting ready, perhaps, from time to time with the pre-pitch setup.
2-2 from Eichhoff. That was an emergency hack.
Yeah, he took that bad swing at the breaking ball. It happens to hitters. They just get into a little funk and get out of rhythm. Just got to battle through it. He has to, he does that little leg kick, and you had to kind of hurriedly get that front foot down and take that emergency hack just to stay alive.
Curve in the dirt. He lets it go. 3-2. Tommy La Stella on deck. Phillies have their first lead in the season series. Popped into shallow center, and it will be the shortstop, Galvis. So with Soler going to the DL, you'll see a little more time at third for La Stella and Baez. With Bryant in left, you'll see Albert Almora Jr. get some starts, possibly as early as tomorrow. Tommy bounces one to Hernandez, 2 outs.
Cubs are the hottest ticket in town. Your best option for future games is Monday through Thursday. Very limited availability on weekends throughout the summer months. Don't wait. Plan now to catch all the excitement at Wrigley Field. Visit Cubs.com.
John Lester, 8 shutout last night before the bullpen struggled in the 9th, giving up 4 runs, but the Cubs held on. Miguel Montero takes a strike. He's sitting on 899 career hits.
After that performance last night, John Lester now has an ERA of 2.06. Good for 5th best in the National League. So they go 2nd, 5th, and 6th with Arrieta, Lester, and Hamill.
Yeah, Hendricks is at 284. That was going into tonight and was only 4th best out of 5 in the rotation. And Montero strikes out to end the inning. Cubs go down in order, trailing 1-0 early.
Accidents happen. NationServe of Quad Cities can fix it. We make garage door repair quick and simple. We service all makes and models with experienced technicians with the expertise to get it done right the first time and professional integrity you can trust. Call us today for your free estimate and see why the Quad Cities chooses NationServe for garage door sales and service. NationServe of Quad Cities, locally operated since 1985.
The best part of summer is taking my family to modern Woodman Park. My mom can watch baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Cade loves the drop and twist, and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at modern Woodman Park,
where the fun never stops.
Highland Toyota, the ultimate car buying experience. State-of-the-art showroom and superior service center. Over 400 new Toyotas, 200 used vehicles, and proud to be honored with the prestigious President's Award for Customer Service. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline, or online at highlandtoyota.com.
Celebrate summer with Kids Wild Fest at Niabi Zoo. Enjoy games, activities, and a day full of fun. Saturday, June 11th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Celebrate summer with Niabi Zoo and WQAD News 8. Kids Wild Fest, sponsored by Zeglin's, Rule and Rule, Carpetland USA, Hy-Vee, and WQAD News 8.
.org.
Brotherly love, 1-0 Phillies. Cub fans having nightmares seeing Mike Schmidt after admiring one of his many home runs. And a lot of those came against the Cubs. It has a statue for him, so as far as we know, Mike Schmidt's not coming out of retirement.
Yeah, no matter how hard Pete Buchanan begs him.
Cody Ashe just getting his season started. Missed the first 53 games with a right oblique sprain and was activated on June 2nd. Two balls and a strike. Mike Schmidt hit 548 career home runs, 78 against the Cubs, the most he hit against any opponent. Full count, 3-2.
These left-handed hitters will be looking to get the ball airborne to right field here tonight.
Ball, strike 3. Hey, Cub fans, make sure you check out Len and JD's baseball blog at WGNTV.com. Sponsored by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide insurance agent, serving the area for 38 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Carlos Ruiz takes a strike. And Xfinity Pitch Track says it was a strike. That one caught the bottom of the zone.
Well, yeah, he'll do that. He'll work all 4 quadrants of the strike zone. Again, not too much work upstairs, but he likes that little come on back two-seamer to the left-handed hitters.
A line out to Russell, 2 down. Let's get the umpires. I mentioned Mike Winters. Mark Wegner's at first, Carlos Torres at second, and Vic Carapazza over at third. Now the pitcher, Eichhoff, with 2 outs.
Four out of 22 with a double, a 182 batting average.
Softly bounced to La Stella, who throws him out, and Hendricks works a 1-2-3 second. On to the third, 1-0 Phillies.
Hi, I'm Ben Utah.
Goods, America's Furniture Showplace, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Thursday, what do you get when Bryce Harper trade swings with Todd Frazier?
Out of here!
Fireworks. White Sox Nationals.
Thursday at 7 on MyTV 8-3.
I don't know about you, but these days I'm looking for all kinds of ways to save money. Here at WQAD News 8, we know the rising cost of living is hurting Quad City families. That's why we're constantly exploring ways to save money. Groceries, health insurance, utility bills, even daycare. We pledge to give you the tools to help you cut your bills down to size. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Got our fan cam segment coming up a little later, brought to you by Budweiser. So the hashtag for fan cam selfies, Bud Fridays. Hashtag Bud Fridays. Send us your Cubs selfies for our fan cam segment later tonight. Cubs batting in the third, trailing 1-0. It'll be Russell, Hendricks, and Fowler. The 40-16 Chicago Cubs.
Hey folks, legendary jam band Fish will make its Wrigley Field debut on Friday, June 24th, and they'll do another show on the 25th. Secure the best seats in the house at Cubs.com. A limited number of private suites are also available. Call the Premier team at 773-404-4200 or visit Cubs.com/Premier.
And Chicagoland viewers, it's time for the Subway third inning triple play promotion. Text Subway 3 to 97999. Right now, the 300th texter gets a $30 gift card to Subway restaurant, to a Subway restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Subway, fresh is what we do. Addison Russell is 2 for his last 23, takes ball 1.
Yeah, he's in a funk. Average down to 230 now. He's struck out 9 times in those 23 at-bats. Continues to play a sterling shortstop.
Swing and a miss. A familiar name in the Cardinal lineup tonight in Cincinnati. Johnny Peralta playing third base and batting fourth. Colton Wong promoted to make room for Peralta, who comes back from the thumb injury. Matt Carpenter over to second, and they leave Aledmys Diaz at short.
Aledmys Diaz has been such a good hitter. To keep him in the lineup. Wong, who just signed a 5-year extension not too long ago, back in the minor leagues.
Russell could not hold on the check swing, and that's a strikeout. So 3 for Eichhoff. Here is Hendricks.
A tight little slider there. We talked earlier about the curveball. He's been featuring that slider so far here tonight too.
No play for Howard.
In his start at Wrigley, I'm talking about Eichhoff here, the Phillies starter. He went 6 innings, allowed 8 hits, 4 runs. Cubs got him early. They scored 2 in the first, 1 more in the second. Then he settled in. Struck out 7, had 1 walk. Works quickly. He's not afraid to pitch inside.
Kyle held. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. So in your experience coming to this ballpark, have you noticed the wind is a huge factor? Because right now it is blowing straight in from center. The open part of the ballpark, I mean, we're feeling the breeze here in the booth. This has always played as a pretty good offensive park.
And it's interesting, just an inning ago, it looked like it was blowing out pretty good to right. No, I have not remembered too many windy days here.
It's just funny when we're at Wrigley Field, man, we're locked in on those flags, and it absolutely affects every ball in the air.
Here's a fun little statistical factoid. Dexter Fowler from the left side of the plate this year, when he's ahead in the count, is hitting .609 on fastballs.
Wow. was a fastball, and he fouled it. So I was walking in with Dexter today. We were joking about the Almora promotion. Before it was officially announced, a couple of Albert's teammates, I know Dan Vogelback had tweeted out, hey, you know, my buddy Albert's going to the show. That's how we find out now, is through social media. As Fowler bounces to Hernandez. I'll tell you the Fowler story in his next at-bat. Remind me, okay?
I'm going to make a note right here.
What you call a tease in the biz.
Tell Fowler story, Len. Got it.
Our focus here at Quad Cities Acceleration is on speed and power development, while providing a safe and fun environment for training. Workouts are designed to improve our athletes' ability to run faster, jump higher and further, change direction quicker, and build confidence. Utilizing our super treadmills, we see major improvements to speed and running technique. Don't wait another season. Take advantage of what we have to offer today.
Highland Toyota, the ultimate car buying experience. State-of-the-art showroom and superior service center. Over 400 new Toyotas, 200 used vehicles, and proud to be honored with the prestigious President's Award for Customer Service. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline, or online at highlandtoyota.com.
If you dream about a house for your growing family, Mel Foster is there.
Yeah, cool.
If you dream about a house big enough to host family gatherings, Mel Foster is there. And when your dream changes and it's time to downsize into a smaller home, Mel Foster is there. Mel Foster can make your home dream a reality.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash. In fact, local charities have received over $52,000 from Erickson Chevrolet Buick.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee not only helps you plan your day, thanks to our friends at Erickson Chevrolet Buick, it helps area charities as well.
SafeKids.org.
1-0 Phillies. Well, I tend to forget these things, so I'm going to tell you the Fowler story right now. So he told me that he heard about his first big league call-up from Peter Gammons on television. Wow. Because I guess, and I think Peter at the time was at ESPN, he said, here are some notable September call-ups. It was like the last day of August. So he's at AAA. He sees a TV and he sees his name. He's like, okay, so he said, I didn't sleep that night. Didn't get a phone call from anybody with the Rockies. Come back the next day, my manager says, you're in the lineup today. He said, I had like a double, a triple, might have hit for the cycle. I just had a great day. And then after the game, they said, hey, you're going to the big leagues. He said, I knew this yesterday.
I heard that. Yeah, that's old hat.
So, yeah, you think players are the first to know from kind of an official word internally, but sometimes it leaks out. Herrera in the air out to Hayward, and he's got it.
Working effectively in on the left-handed hitters. He got the strikeout of Cody Ashley with a fastball up and in a little bit. That time he ties up Herrera.
Strike one on Hernandez. Pete McCannon messing around a bit with his lineup. He's got Freddie Galvis batting third. He's trying to change it up and find some sort of combination that works. What he would like to do is bottle up the 9th inning last night. They had done almost absolutely nothing against John Lester. And then they got to the 9th against Grimm and Rondon and put up 4 runs. Hit 2 homers. Swing and a miss on the changeup for strike 3. Up through Saturday, the Phillies had not scored 4 in an inning all year. They did it Sunday, and they did it again last night.
According to Jason Stark, they're the first team in history to go that long into a season without scoring 4 in an inning. I think sometimes, I don't know, it'd be very difficult to prove this, to quantify it. But when a guy's rolling along like Lester, just the fact that somebody else is on the mound may change things a little bit psychologically. I think, the mindset in the Philly dugout against John had to have been, we're toast, we got no chance, the way he had dominated them.
First career start batting third for Galvis, who hit the 3-run homer that got the Phillies back into the game late last night. That snapped an 0 for 22, and he had struck out 3 times to start the night.
Turned on a heater at 95 miles an hour. That was his 6th home run. His career high is 7 in a season.
Three and 2 with Franco on deck.
Last year, the first season that Galvis was a full-time player, played 151 ball games last year, 559 at-bats, hit 7 home runs.
Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. 3 in the books. Phillies lead on a first inning run.
It was 39 hours difference between when he left and when she left.
I certainly can't imagine going through one funeral, let alone both funerals at the same time for my parents.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
I try to put myself in their position of what I would want, and I try to make sure that that's taken care of for them when they arrive, so that they aren't having to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing. Just amazing.
Esterdahl, serving the community since 1891.
My daddy guarantees all his cars with his all-new Weber warranty. All vehicles have been fully inspected by our shop and priced below book value. Plus, Weber has financing you can afford. We work with local institutions to ensure you receive the best possible rate and convenient terms. My dad says it takes quality vehicles, great prices, and you must treat people right. Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby.
Experience Broadway in the Park as Quad City Music Guild presents Chitty Chitty Bang Bang at Prospect Park Theater in Moline. Take a fantastic musical adventure with an out-of-this-world car and characters in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The wonderful score includes the memorable title song, Toot Sweets, Truly Scrumptious, Hushabye Mountain, and many others. Based on the beloved 1968 film version of Ian Fleming's children's book, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a family-friendly blockbuster that audiences will find truly scrumptious. Call or go online for your tickets today.
Brood Passport, with over $200 in savings on all the things you love. Growlers, pints, wings, flatbreads, pizza, and more, only $25. Buy online on the deals page at WQAD.com or pay with a check at the WQAD News 8 studios. Get your Brood Passport and let your craft beer adventure begin. Please drink responsibly.
Time now for the Speed Replay, brought to you by Xfinity. We talked earlier about Bryant and Rizzo and the plate coverage, the problems they present for opposing pitchers. You see Chris with that pitch away, so they try to jam him. Nope, not going to let you in there. Turns on that one for extra bases. And then Rizzo with that pitch away. Watch Cameron Rupp drop his head like, you got to be kidding me, man. Speed Replay is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity One will change the way you experience TV.
Jason Hayward. Line to first in the first. Weather heating up. Says his troublesome wrist is feeling better. And he pulls that one way foul out of play. His brother, he has one sibling, a younger brother named Jacob, a right-handed hitting outfielder for the University of Miami. He's a junior, 20 years old. And Miami's in the Super Regional. I think their first game is Friday. That's high. 1-2. So back home for the weekend for Jason Hayward, as the Cubs will be in Atlanta. Tough pitch to lay off, and he did. 2-2.
Yeah, well, guys are going to bite on that one. And that's a good sign there, because that is a pitch that he has chased a good bit this year. Normally in past seasons that has not been a chase pitch for him.
Foul tip, strike 3. Wyckoff has been sharp. Only hit so far was Chris Bryant's single in the first, and here comes Bryant with one out in the fourth. So hey, we were talking about Mike Schmidt earlier. Did we not do this in San Diego? I threw out the who's the second greatest Padre, because Tony Gwynn was the greatest. I think that question would work here, right? If you said who's the greatest Philly, the answer is Mike Schmidt.
Correct. Second greatest Philly.
So the competition would be for the second greatest. Steve Carlton, absolutely a big-time candidate for that honor. Actually, a couple of pitchers. Robin Roberts. Did you know, Jim DeShays, fourth on the all-time Phillies wins above replacement list?
Jimmy Rollins?
No, but the guy who played with him a lot, Chase Utley.
Chase Utley, yeah.
Rollins 10th. So their top 10: Schmidt, Roberts, Carlton, Utley, Pete Alexander, talking about him last night, Ed Delahanty, Richie Ashburn, Sherry McGee, Bobby Abreu, and Jimmy Rollins.
Bobby Abreu, how about that? Top 10.
I'm thinking lefty might be the choice.
Yeah. He'd be my pick.
Bryant waves at strike 3. That's 6.
Yeah,
and 4 of the last 5 now for Eichhoff.
And I think that speaks to how good his curveball is. We just got talking about how good Chris is. It normally doesn't chase that breaking ball out of the zone, but this is nasty. I mean, that thing leaves his hand, looks like a heater. A precipitous drop to get the swing and miss. Eichhoff continues his outstanding work here in his home ballpark. 2.11 career ERA here last year in this, after being traded over from the Rangers.
Rizzo sends one down the left field line. This will find the seats. Name came up in the clubhouse today. Wouldn't be in this conversation, but had a very underrated big league career, 15 years, and started with the Phillies. And some older Chicago baseball fans will remember him on the South Side because he was an all-star all 3 years there, Dick Allen. In 1966, he led the National League in OPS, 1,027. 40 home runs.
He wasn't a big fan of AstroTurf. If a horse can't eat it, I don't want to play on it.
Well, the vet, he came back in the 70s toward the end of his career. That might have been the worst turf in baseball, right? Kind of notoriously bad.
Yeah, it's funny when you think about all the new stadium construction over the last couple of decades, and the way the look of the game has changed. These retro ballparks, so much more enjoyable than those old multi-purpose stadiums with the AstroTurf. Yeah, there'd be seams, there'd be dead spots.
2-2 to Rizzo is inside. This ballpark replaced the Vet in 2004. So the Eagles and Phillies shared the Vet. Now each team has its own stadium.
All the way around the horn there, and ultimately settles on the curveball.
Called strike 3. Boy, Jared Eichhoff dealing here through 4. He's got 7 strikeouts, and he just punched out the side. It's still 1-0 Phillies.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
America's best-selling pickup is now the safest truck. It's the F-150 here at Courtesy Ford in Davenport. Take $10,500 off this F-150. This F-350 King Ranch is discounted $10,000. With 0% for 60 months and $1,000 Ford bonus cash, drive this Edge for just $339 a month. Or for $225 a month, this Escape is yours. America's best-selling and safest pickup is the F-150 here at Courtesy Ford in Davenport. We're over here on West River Drive.
Really?
Free peanuts and popcorn?
Really?
Really. What game do you want to watch? We got them all.
Really?
Really. Hungry? We got the best grill in town.
Really?
Really. Our burgers and tenderloins are amazing.
Really?
Really. T-shirt, sweatshirt?
Really?
Really.
Steve's Old Time Tap. Sports. And really, really good food and drinks.
Really?
Brood Passport, with over $200 in savings on all the things you love. Growlers, pints, wings, flatbreads, pizza, and more, only $25. Buy online on the deals page at WQAD.com or pay with a check at the WQAD News 8 studios. Get your Brood Passport and let your craft beer adventure begin. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Cub fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card. Only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. Kyle Hendricks trying to keep the Phillies close. They lead 1-0. A Franco RBI single in the first. The pitch was up. And they'll get away with it here as Zobrist makes a grab.
First pitch was up a little bit. He threw him a pitch up last time. I'm almost wondering if it's by design. We see Hendricks, every once in a while when one's up, you figure, well, he just missed. But when you see it happen multiple times with his command, you have to start to think that's a little bit of his game plan against a given hitter.
Ryan Howard launches. Number 366, and it's 2-0.
Get the feeling the big guy was looking for that first pitch breaking ball. That's what he got. A little get over curveball, and he leaned on it. Fourth one allowed by Kyle this year. He's been very good at keeping the ball in the ballpark.
Ninth of the season for Howard. So the Phillies now lead 2-0. And Skidell takes a sinker strike.
A weird stat line for Howard. He's got 23 hits this year, 9 home runs.
chokes up a little bit on the bat and taps it foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Cubs fans, the 2016 Esurance MLB All-Star Game ballot is here. Head to Cubs.com to choose your All-Star Game worthy stars and send them to the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard on July 12th in San Diego. Vote today, vote tomorrow, vote at Cubs.com.
Well, no relation to Tyler Goodell, but did you see the NFL Twitter hack story today?
I saw reference to it. I did not read the story.
Yes.
What happened?
At NFL, that's the official Twitter feed from the National Football League, got hacked. And somebody tweeted that the commissioner had died. The story was not true.
Much to the relief of the commissioner.
Right. Yes, Roger Goodell is alive and well. Ooh, knocked down by Rizzo. Going to be close. Safe.
Base hit for Ashe. And a little mental miscue for Kyle Hendricks, and that happens sometimes when the ball is sharply hit. You turn into a spectator and you forget to break the cover. And that little hesitation there as he watches the play, the difference. What's it, that little flip of the ball into the glove is about as much emotion you're going to see from Kyle on the mound.
Ruiz takes ball 1. Runner goes and Ruiz fouls.
Pete McCannon trying to make a little something happen here at the bottom of the order.
24th start behind the plate for Ruiz. Cameron Rupp has made 35. Kyle had to throw 14 extra pitches in the first and gave up the lead run after that ball was misplayed in left. And because of his hesitation here in the fourth, that would have been the third out. And to make some extra pitches here against Ruiz. So the Cubs without an error, but a couple of plays that could have been made. Ashe runs again. And he's in. It's a second.
Got the pitcher on deck, but Eichhoff can handle the bat a little bit.
Yeah, she thought about it and put on the brakes about halfway to third.
Was a changeup up in the zone. I guarantee you that wasn't intentional. He might work up there every now and then with his fastball or a little cutter, but I wanted to throw this changeup up there. A little cut changeup away from a right-handed hitter. Not many patient hitters in this Philly lineup, but Ruiz is a guy who will take his walks.
Here's Eichhoff. 2 on, 2 down. Call strike. Pirates leading again early, 2-0 over the Mets. Bottom of the third. After beating the Mets earlier 3-1. DeGrom and Nicasio matching up in the nightcap. Called strike 3 to end the inning. Ryan Howard with a home run. And it's 2-0 Philadelphia after 4.
Our focus here at Quad Cities Acceleration is on speed and power development while providing a safe and fun environment for training. Workouts are designed to improve our athletes' ability to run faster, jump higher and further, change direction quicker, and build confidence. Utilizing our super treadmills, we see major improvements to speed and running technique. Don't wait another season. Take advantage of what we have to offer today.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed salon at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iSeries, iComfort, or Serta Perfect Sleeper beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta mattresses at Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
Celebrate summer with Kids Wild Fest at Niabi Zoo. Enjoy games, activities, and a day full of fun. Saturday, June 11th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Celebrate summer with Niabi Zoo and WQAD News 8. Kids Wild Fest, sponsored by Zeglin's, Rule and Rule, Carpetland USA, Hy-Vee, and WQAD News 8.
One of the great things about living in the Quad Cities is all the cool old homes. These houses look different, but have the same problem, lead paint. A proposed new law would require homeowners to remove it before selling. But getting rid of lead paint could cost $10,000 or more. That's why WQAD News 8 showed you where you can find grants that pay for the removal, who qualifies, and how to apply.
You cannot put a price on it, a child's life.
Hard work, determination, it's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Dealing here tonight, and I guess if you're looking for a theme, it would be you got to spin it to win it. The curveball and the slider combination been his two best weapons as he's racked up the punch out, 7 of them so far. And you see all of these coming on either the curve or the slider. He's punched out 5 in a row. I'll check that, 5 out of 6, but 7 on the night. He has not walked anybody. Punched out 9 on 2 occasions earlier this year, but it's been a pretty impressive show.
Ben Zobrist will start things for the Cubs in the 5th. One more tomorrow. Off day in Atlanta Thursday before a weekend set beginning Friday. Strike 1. Tomorrow afternoon, John Lackey, Vince Velasquez. Couple of righties. Cubs have already clinched the season series. First time they've had a winning season against the Phils since 2010. It's the 5th inning, and it's brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank. 3-1. Tommy La Stella waiting on deck.
Have not been many opportunities tonight to sit on a fastball. No guarantee you're going to get one here, but you're certainly looking for one on 3-1.
Ball 4. First walk issued by Eichhoff. New Jersey native Tommy La Stella playing in his 164th Major League game. Just underway in Arlington. Astros and Rangers scoreless after 1. Rangers won again last night. Rougned Odor, game-ending RBI double. Runner goes. That ball grounded into right. Like La Stella went out of the zone to get it. Zobrist to third. They're at the corners with no outs.
Well, a beautiful piece of hitting by La Stella on a hit and run play. He makes the adjustment and gets on top of that high breaking ball. Up on his toes. Piñata's that one to right.
Look at that. Wasn't that far out of the zone. Let's check out the Lexus Run Predictor, brought to you by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Pretty good chance the Cubs will get at least one here in this inning, but they're looking for more. As Montero bounces, not very hard, and there's one out. Run scores. La Stella tagged, so it's a double play, but it's 2-1.
Trade Pete Mackanin would have accepted prior to the pitch. 2 outs for a run in that situation.
No RBI, a 4-3-6 double play. So bases empty now with 2 outs. And a 1-run ball game. Here's Russell. So Texas going into that game tonight 7-0 against the Astros this year, and they've now won 11 straight at home against the Astros.
Did you hear the comments from Ken Giles after the game last night?
I did not hear
the Astros reliever. Clearly frustrated, and he said, we're going to come out tomorrow, we're going to put him on the ground or take him to the ground or something to that effect.
Well, that's a quick end to a promising inning. Walk, single to start it. They do get one. It's now 2-1 in the 5th.
Guys out hunting and girls.
Accidents happen.
Nation Serve of Quad Cities can fix it. We make garage door repair quick and simple. We service all makes and models with experienced technicians with the expertise to get it done right the first time and professional integrity you can trust. Call us today for your free estimate and see why the Quad Cities chooses Nation Serve for garage door sales and service. Nation Serve of Quad Cities, locally operated since 1985.
My daddy guarantees all his cars with his all-new Weber warranty. All vehicles have been fully inspected by our shop and priced below book value. Plus, Weber has financing you can afford. We work with local institutions to ensure you receive the best possible rate and convenient terms. My dad says it takes quality vehicles, great prices, and you must treat people right. Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby.
Trackade is putting power into your hands. Register to win a whole house generator fully installed by Electric Doctor. Log on to WQAD.com's contest page to learn how to enter. Weather the storm with WQAD News 8 and Electric Doctor. Watch WQAD MyTV 8-3 in HD over the air or on Mediacom Cable Channel 716.
Everybody, 2-1 Phillies lead, bottom of the fifth. Cubs destinations travel packages include tickets, hotel accommodations, ballpark tours, Cubs swag, and a private meet and greet with a current player. This season's destinations include stops in Pittsburgh and Chicago. For more information, visit Cubs.com/travel.
2-1 ball game. Phillies lead. They bat here in the fifth. Top of the order, starting with Herrera. And the curve drops in for a strike. "72 degrees at game time." Very comfortable night. Herrera is fun to watch, man. He's
got a lot of flash in his game, a lot of energy.
Watch this swing.
A big old leg kick. It's an early commitment.
A little Happy Gilmore thing going on.
An interesting player, young and obviously talented player, and last year he hardly walked at all. And somebody said, you know what, you need to be more disciplined, more patient, and all of a sudden he's walking a lot.
Ball hit the dirt, so Russell has to throw to first, and Herrera slid head first, but extremely late. And fortunate he's not injured. I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
I mean, that was like the belt hit the bag first.
It's like I think he just wanted to punish himself for grounding out or something. I'm not sure what the rationale behind that dive over the bag was.
But yeah, that's the irony. He's not an undisciplined player in terms of his offense. His walk rate over 15%, but man, he's taking some wild hacks. Hernandez on the ground to Zobrist.
So the Phillies have 2 runs off Kyle Hendricks here tonight. The Cubs, they lead the way in so many departments. And take a look at this. So most starts with fewer than 2 earned runs allowed. John Lester, after that performance last night, leads the way. Arrieta and Hamill right there at 7. Kyle has had 4 such starts. John Lackey, who goes tomorrow, has done it 5 times. So if you add that all up, it's 32. In the first 56 games, Cubs starters have allowed 2 earned runs or fewer, which is what's quite remarkable is what it is.
One and 0 to Galvis. Slightly open stance, swing and a miss. And will look like a cut changeup. So Chris Bosio's the keeper of the sunflower seeds.
Oh, I misspoke. It's not 2 or fewer. It's 1 or none. Which is
Right,
even
it's
more
fewer than
remarkable.
2.
Yeah, fewer than 2.
Yeah, so 0 or 1. Yep. So more than half. Wow.
Yeah.
That's why they're 40-16.
Look out.
Foul.
Girl wasn't sure how to play that one. Seen Galvis out in front of a lot of change-ups in these games against the Cubs.
That's the comeback sinker for strike 3 called. Inning over to the 6th. Phillies 2, Cubs 1.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed salon at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iSeries, iComfort, or Serta Perfect Sleeper beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta mattresses at Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
Backed by popular demand, we'll take anything in trade. Right now at Key Auto Mall in Moline. Drive home Buick Encore for just $179 a month. For only $268 a month, Sierra Double Cab is yours. Save $7,000 plus get 0% for 60 months on LaCrosse. Choose Enclave or Acadia and save $6,500. Or take a whopping $9,000 off GMC Sierra Crew Cab. If it doesn't eat or drink, bring it in. We'll trade for anything right now at Key Auto Mall in Moline.
With the budget up in the air, Illinois schools are getting creative, cutting jobs, cutting programs, even combining schools. That's why we shared the story of 2 local school districts, how they consolidated, and why it wasn't always smooth sailing. Knowing what to expect when times get tough, hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
We've got a major league debut coming. Albert Almora Jr. is going to lead off the 6th. Batting for Kyle Hendricks. It's going through his mind right now.
He's trying to control the heart rate, take some deep breaths.
22-year-old Almora Jr. Look out. We witnessed firsthand his defensive prowess last few spring trainings. Bouncer to third. Nice pick by Franco to get him. And it's kind of cool to see him wearing number 5. What was it, 78? I think was his spring training number.
I'll have to defer to you on that one.
He's in the show now. You get that single digit. And there were his numbers at AAA Iowa, and particularly hot lately as the iCubs recently had a 9-game winning streak.
Hey, a good long hitting streak earlier this year, and most recently 10 out of his last 27.
So he got the first one out of the way. And for Hendricks, 5 innings, 81 pitches tonight. Skied to left off the bat of Fowler. Ashe calls it in.
The DraftKings Fantasy Sports Zone, located on the corner of Addison and Sheffield, is your game day headquarters. Open hours before the game. The DraftKings Fantasy Sports Zone has a large outdoor space, features live music, a fully stocked signature Captain Morgan bar. All kinds of good things going on. DraftKingsWrigley.com.
Looks like it's going to be Adam Warren in the bottom of the 6th for Hendricks.
Yeah, I think because of the pitch count, Joe probably figured he was only going to get one more out of Kyle anyway. So with him scheduled to lead off the inning, why not try to get a little something going with Almora? Eichhoff has been awfully difficult to solve here tonight. Because there's been so many deep starts by the rotation, the bullpen is well rested.
One swing ball game, and it's 2-0 on Hayward. Here's the pitch. Pitcher strike, 2-1. Larry Boa. He's in a good mood. A tapper off the bat of Hayward, and it kicks foul. Bo's got his game face on. Former Philly player, former Cub, former Philly manager, and he's the bench coach for Pete Mackanin.
And so they got a pretty good little good cop, bad cop routine going on in their clubhouse, right? With Mackanin and Boa. Bo be the edgy guy, getting people's faces if need be.
He walked him. Yeah, usually the bad cop's the manager, the good cop's the bench coach, but yeah. Well, the other walk, Eichhoff surrendered, scored. That was Zobrist in the 5th. A lot of good Phillies-Cubs connections, particularly if you go back to the early 80s, because of Dallas Green. Swing and a miss. Everybody remembers the Sandberg trade. As Eichhoff will check on Hayward. Well, it wasn't just Rhino. Larry Boa was involved in that deal. The Sarge later, Bob Dernier, Zonk, Dick Ruthven, all Phillies who became Cubs. And we're a member of that 1984 NL East championship team. Phillies in 1980 won the World Series. Fouled back. Should have just added Mike Schmidt while they were at it. Couldn't pry him away, huh? Natural when a member of a front office goes to another team and you see players who are in that organization over the course of time end up in the other organization. And you think about the Cubs and the Red Sox connection.
Sure, makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
I don't know for sure if Ben Zobrist is a Cub, if Joe Madden didn't take over as a Cubs manager. You know, you just can't piece history together quite the same way if certain things don't happen the way they did. It's their Rays connection. 1-2. Did you have a sponsor? Did you have someone who you were with more than once?
No.
Manager, coach?
No.
Front office guy said, Jim DeShays is my guy. Let's go sign him.
No. If I did, whoever it was would not admit it.
Swing and a miss. We're going to find that person. We're going to make him under oath admit.
Come clean.
Larry Bowa, the mild-mannered bench coach for the Phillies. Bleep, bleep.
Really?
Free peanuts and popcorn?
Really?
Really. What game do you want to watch? We got them all.
Really?
Really. Hungry? We got the best grill in town.
Really?
Really. Our burgers and tenderloins are amazing.
Really?
Really. T-shirt, sweatshirt?
Really?
Really.
Steve's Old Time Tap. Sports. And really, really good food and drinks.
Really?
If you dream about a house for your growing family, Mel Foster is there.
Yeah, cool.
If you dream about a house big enough to host family gatherings, Mel Foster is there. And when your dream changes and it's time to downsize into a smaller home, Mel Foster is there. Mel Foster can make your home dream a reality.
Honey, the cable bill got us again. We need a little help in here.
With Done Right Satellite, lock in your rate for 2 years. Get the best technology with the Hopper. Watch and record 16 shows at once. Plus, get integrated Netflix in 4K.
I feel like if we would have switched to Dish Network sooner, could have saved me a lot of pain.
And money.
Visit Done Right Satellite to learn more about their great products and services.
Brood Passport, with over $200 in savings on all the things you love. Growlers, pints, wings, flatbreads, pizza, and more, only $25. Buy online on the deals page at WQAD.com or pay with a check at the WQAD News 8 studios. Get your Brood Passport and let your craft beer adventure begin. Please drink responsibly.
Grab your cowboy hats and boots for John and Farrah Lester's Never Quit Goes Country fundraiser at Joe's Bar on Weed Street. It all happens Wednesday, July 6th, beginning at 6 p.m. Join John and Farrah, Cub players and coaches, for a night of country music, interactive carnival games, food, and much more country fun. Tickets are on sale now at Cubs.com/neverquit. If you're looking for a date, I recommend farmersonly.com.
Okay.
To go to the country night.
Okay. Here's Adam Warren.
Cubs bullpen have thrown the fewest innings of any bullpen in Major League Baseball. The starters have been so good, so we look at the numbers on Warren. He's on for the 21st time, 3-1 with a 266 earned run average. Adam, 28 years of age, out of the University of North Carolina.
Missing Maikel Franco. Breaking ball strike. By the way, Eddie Olczyk says hello. He's watching tonight.
Hi, Eddie.
He's getting ready for Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final later this week, and he's got the Belmont Saturday. Busy week for Eddie.
Well, and by the way, I want to congratulate Eddie because I was watching the Preakness broadcast, and he called it. You know, everybody was picking Nyquist, and he said no. It's going to be whoever Mr. Ed, whoever won. Accelerator, Mr. Exaggerator, Ed. Excelsior. I can't remember the horse's name, but Eddie was all over it.
All over it. Of course he was. Here in the 6th inning. It'll go 1-3.
Funny part of the conversation in spring training was if one of the back end of the rotation guys struggle, who will get the first chance to join the rotation? And the two names you heard most were Cahill and Warren, two guys certainly capable, guys that have done it in the past. They have the pitches, but that conversation has gone away because all five guys have been so good.
Howard homered his last time up. He jumped into an 80th place tie on the all-time list with Lance Berkman. You saw many of Lance Berkman's 366.
Yeah, they call Lance the Big Puma. They call Ryan Howard the Big Piece. I don't know how long they've called him now. I've just caught wind of this here lately. I don't know if it's a new nickname.
I think he as he sends one in the air to left. This is Bryant. I think he just started calling Tommy Joseph the Scorpion.
So kind of late in his career to become the Big Piece. And
there's Goodell. One for 5 in the series. Our slider at 87. Hayward is back to the track. Inning over. So Eddie's going to the track this weekend. Hayward just went back to the track. So we tie it all together, 2-1.
If you had hip replacement surgery using a metal hip implant, you may be entitled to a cash award. Some metal hips have a 70 to 90% failure rate and will eventually cause serious health problems, many of which may not become noticeable until the problem is serious. Hip replacement manufacturers have already set aside billions of dollars to pay people for current and future health problems. If you had a metal hip implant, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet, or if you've had a claim declined before, call 800-808-7899. That's 1-800-808-7899.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Hey, let's check out tonight's Bud Fan Cam. Philadelphia's the Hooters. Big band back in the 80s. See you next Bud Friday, June 17th, featuring Save Ferris t-shirts. That'll be against the Pirates. Getting late, we're in the 7th. Oh, 2 on Anthony Rizzo. You mentioned the 3 starters that we've now seen twice. We'll see Velasquez for the second time tomorrow, but Morgan, Eichhoff, Velasquez. There's definite poise in the character.
Yeah, we noticed it on the homestand. And here's tomorrow's matchup. Velasquez has fallen on hard times lately. He's had probably the best arm of the group. Cubs knocked him around pretty good. John Lackey will go for the Cubs. He's been outstanding.
Rizzo in the air to left. Back to the warning track, and it's going to stay in.
But with Eichhoff and then Morgan hasn't had this success. Thought he threw the ball pretty well at times yesterday. And Nola has taken a big step forward, but they work quickly. Like I mentioned, they're not afraid to challenge inside with the fastball. And they don't seem to get rattled. Give up a couple runs early, or somebody gets a big knock with a couple men on base. They don't slow the tempo way down. You don't see that deer in the headlights. Kind of, oh no, what's going to happen next? Look in their eye. They just pitch.
One strike to Zobrist. That one last foul. 6 Tennessee Smokies, the AA affiliate of the Cubs, named in the Southern League All-Star game. Pitcher Paul Blackburn, third baseman Jeimer Candelario, catcher Victor Caratini, pitcher Brad Markey, second baseman Chesney Young, outfielder Mark Zagunis. All named Southern League All-Stars. Congrats. Wilson Contreras, who's just been tearing up the Pacific Coast League, suffered a foot injury last night. Fortunately, it does not appear to be serious. He didn't play today. He's got a 14-game hitting streak, and he's hitting .343. Cubs beat Memphis 6-5 this afternoon in Des Moines. Two from Eichhoff. Popped up. Left side. Galvis has it. So we mentioned earlier Mike Schmidt, 78 career homers against the Cubs. Got a few questions on Twitter. Here's the answer. The question I had. Most home runs by a single player against one opponent. Babe Ruth has the top 3. He hit 123 against Detroit, 108 against the then Philadelphia A's. 98 career homers against the White Sox. Willie Mays hit 98 against the Dodgers. Hank Aaron 97 against the Reds. They have the most respectively against the Cubs. So Mike Schmidt with 78 homers, the 3rd most ever against the Cubs.
Whenever the question is home runs, if Babe Ruth is your first shot, it's a pretty good guess.
Yep.
Now, of course, back when the Babe played, there was 8 teams in the American League, so he probably got more at bats against those teams. But still, I mean, that's back when he was hitting more home runs as an individual than many teams were over the course of a season.
Right.
I was thinking of him the other day with the passing of Muhammad Ali. You talk about the iconic athletes in the history of this country, and Ruth and Ali probably 1-2.
Yep. Eichhoff, a 1-2 to La Stella. Tommy stays alive.
I was watching the baseball channel today, and Dan O'Dowd was on there, and he was talking about his role as general manager and evaluating players before the draft that starts on Thursday. He talked a lot about bat-to-ball skills. That's what you get with a guy like Listella.
For sure. That one hit deep left field, and this one caught. So Listella and Rizzo both hit their fly balls out near the warning track. But for outs, and Eichhoff handcuffing the Cubs through 7, 2-1.
Need your garage door or garage door opener repaired or replaced? Call the specialists at NationServe. NationServe is the name you can trust for timely service and quality products. We respond promptly when you call and work quickly and efficiently so you can get on with your day without delay. When it comes to servicing or replacing garage door systems, no one does it better or faster than NationServe.
Wayne Dalton NationServe, 5111 Tremont Avenue in Davenport. Call today.
They say an old-fashioned is served in a 10-ounce glass with a maraschino cherry and an orange slice. Actually, it's served in a room with a brick fireplace and a deer head mounted on the wall by a waitress named Diane. This is a Wisconsin supper club. When you're having fun, we're having fun.
Highland Toyota. The ultimate car buying experience. State-of-the-art showroom and superior service center. Over 400 new Toyotas, 200 used vehicles, and proud to be honored with the prestigious President's Award for Customer Service. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road in 53rd Street, Moline, or online at highlandtoyota.com.
Honest, hardworking, neighbors who take a stand and protect the great way of life we all share. These are shining examples of what's right in the Quad Cities. People taking control, improving their schools, their neighborhoods. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you. Still a 2-1 ball game. Cody Ashe will start it. Converted third baseman. In 13 and 14, played only third. And, started to make the transition to left last year. Hector Neris. That one muscled out toward right center, and it's caught by Zobrist. The post route. Worried about a little collision there with Listella. But a nice grab.
Yeah, great concentration. Potential for a collision here, but Zobrist never takes his eye off the ball. And both guys in hot pursuit. Little crossing pattern. Great play.
Tommy had tackled him. Do you think he'd have held on?
Yeah, I think he was going to tuck it. Would have been okay.
Lined for a base hit. Ruiz is aboard for the second time. Seen the video, but I guess we had a fight in the Royals-Orioles game. Manny Machado and Yordano Ventura had words earlier. Later, Machado got hit by a fastball at 99 miles an hour. He charged the mound, and I guess threw at least one punch and ended up getting kicked out of the game. Here's Chris Bosio to the mound.
Scouting report review on Jimmy Paredes, who's out to pinch hit for Eichhoff. Boy, Lee pitched a beautiful ball game here tonight.
Left-hander Clayton Richard up for the Cubs. So it was the Royals last year, and Ventura in particular. They got into multiple spats.
Yeah, he's teams. See, that's the downside. Everybody talks about more fun in the game. Let guys show their personality. The problem is there's not a complete buy-in, so some of the things that guys do ruffle the feathers of other guys, and you end up in these tense moments and people throwing. And I don't know that the pitching question here tonight was intentional, but, you know, guys turning loose with 98, 99 miles an hour in the direction of somebody's head, that's very dangerous.
Called strike.
Paredes a switch hitter. Yeah, he's better from this side.
Oh, 2.
Paredes acquired from the Blue Jays on the 1st of June for cash. He'd been DFA'd by the Blue Jays. And on that AAA big league shuttle over the last 4 or 5 years now. A handful of organizations, Yankees, Astros, Orioles, Jays, and now a Philly.
Oh, 2 with a runner going, and the pitch is low, and Ruiz just stole second base. Let's see how many that is.
I'm going to go with not many.
That is the 22nd of his career, first this season. Meantime, 1-2 on Paredes. The pitch gets away and he strikes out. Montero will throw to first. So Paredes is out. Ruiz now at third, 2 gone.
Cub fans, join the Cub season ticket holder waiting list. Do it today. Claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy and it's free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
And for a pitching change, Clayton Richard to face Odubel Herrera when we come back.
Brewed Passport, an adventure in food and craft beer with over $200 in savings on all the things you love. Growlers, pints, wings, flatbreads, pizza, and more, only $25. Buy online on the deals page at WQAD.com or pay with a check at the WQAD News 8 studios. Weekdays, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. just up from South Park Mall in Moline. Every passport benefits the Quad City Animal Welfare Center. Get your Brewed Passport and let your craft beer adventure begin. Please drink responsibly.
Help Family Resources provide a safe place for children, families, and individuals escaping a violent situation. Help fill the truck with basic supplies on Saturday, June 25th, 9 a.m. to noon at Hy-Vee stores throughout the Quad Cities, Clinton, and Muscatine. Basic everyday items like kitchen and bathroom supplies, things for babies and toddlers. Help the children, families, and individuals in our shelter. A complete list of donation items can be found at famres.org. Help Safe Path Survivor Resources Shelter and Housing Service. Saturday, June 25th.
For more than a decade, the Quad City Area Business Hall of Fame has recognized exceptional business leaders for their entrepreneurial spirit. Junior Achievement of the Heartland is proud to congratulate 2016 laureates Richard Bittner and Paul Van Dyne, as well as young entrepreneur Andrew Solly and outstanding JA volunteer Sherry Miller. They are inspiring examples of JA's purpose to empower young people to own their economic success. Visit jaheartland.org to learn more.
So there it is, Mike Schmidt's 78 career homers against the Cubs, ranking third all-time. Willie Mays hit 92. Hank Aaron ranked 87.
You know what the best part about that picture, that graphic right there?
What's that?
Willie Spikes.
Yeah.
At those old schools, probably kangaroo. Yep. With the flat flip down. 5
Hall of Famers on that list. Runner at third, 2 outs. Here's the lefty.
Clayton, it's been a tough go for him lately, in particular. ERA ballooning up to 8 now. He's only pitched 9 innings, so not many opportunities to chip away at that. But an important confrontation here with a dangerous hitter, and certainly a tough out in Herrera, but not quite as tough against lefties. A .245 batter against left-handed pitching.
Ball 1. Bench coach Dave Martinez positioning the fielders. In for a strike. 27,381 paid crowd tonight. 5,000 more than last night. Herrera late and that fastball at 93.
Good power sinker there from Clayton.
By the way, I didn't get to score that game in Baltimore. It was 8-1 Orioles in the 6th.
There's a ton of home runs, that club.
Bounced into left. Herrera makes it 3-1.
Stolen base by Ruiz pays off. As does his ability to advance to third on that ball in the dirt on the strikeout. Not likely to have scored on that base hit from second.
So Warren an inning in 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run. The Cubs are going to come back. They need multiple runs against the Phillies bullpen in these final 2 innings.
Yeah, the guys at the back end have been good. They shot of Neris warming up. And Genmar Gomez, pretty solid 8th and 9th for Pete McCannon's bunch.
Herrera takes off, and he's safe. So for the moment, it's a stolen base. We may get another look here. Be a replay. If he got him, he's out. If he made the initial tag, did he get him there? I think he's out. I think Joe's going to challenge. He is.
Yeah, I think it's a challenge for sure. I'm with you. I think they got him. I don't know. We'll see if there's a definitive look. That was a pretty good look there.
So the key is, did he tag him on the swipe? And he did. And the first look we had, as the swipe was coming through, the hand was not yet on the base. So I think they're going to overturn it.
And remember, you can play along at home. Guess the challenge. The booth is both in favor of they're going to overturn it. What's our record? I'm guessing is this year about
terrible.
10%.
I've been terrible, but I'm trusting Ben Zobrist because I think he went right to Carlos Torres and said, "You missed it." This is the best look. The more I look at it, the more I wonder. See, I think he got him before the hand was in. It's really hard.
Yeah,
so right here,
again, it's very, very close.
I don't know if there should be a 2-minute time limit, but if I were in charge of it, there better be, because I changed my mind too much. I'm drifting toward call stands.
So we're having a review of our own review. It's a booth review of the booth's opinion on the play. We're both starting to vacillate.
They're playing the song Safe and Sound here in Philadelphia as if to possibly try to influence the call.
No. Ball stands.
So they'll now intentionally walk Hernandez. Galvis is on deck. One almost got away from Montero. So it's Justin Grimm after a rough outing last night. We'll get right back up on the horse tonight. In a 3-1 deficit. We'll be back in the 7th.
For 125 years, Alexander Lumber has taken pride in being part of the communities we've helped build. While the industry has changed over the years, the Alexander commitment to our customers has not. Help us celebrate 125 years at our open house on June 23rd in Monmouth.
If you dream about a house for your growing family, Mel Foster is there.
Yeah, cool.
If you dream about a house big enough to host family gatherings, Mel Foster is there. And when your dream changes and it's time to downsize into a smaller home, Mel Foster is there. Mel Foster can make your home dream a reality.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
For 125 years, Alexander Lumber has taken pride in being part of the communities we've helped build. While this industry has changed over the years, the Alexander commitment to our customers has not. Help us celebrate 125 years at our open house on June 24th in Geneseo.
Host your best customers and guests at a private suite at Wrigley Field. The Nuveen Investment Suites can accommodate anywhere from 15 to 55 and include food, all-you-can-drink beverages, and parking. To book your premier experience for a game or a concert, visit Cubs.com/premier.
So here's Justin Grimm. He gave up the 3-run homer to Freddie Galvis in the 9th inning. Fastball. And he's going to face Galvis again here tonight with 2 men on.
One of the things relief pitchers like about the nature of their job, unlike a starting pitcher who has to wait 5 days, they can get right back out there and get redemption. In this case, he can get revenge against the guy who beat him last night. It was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, about belt high, that Galvis hit into the seats. He dropped a nasty hammer on him right there.
Two. Grimm lets it go because Russell's right there at second base, and that'll end the inning. So we go to the 8th as the Phillies add to their lead 3-1.
A promise was.
When the school year ends, so do regular meals for many area kids.
1 in 5 children in Iowa struggle with hunger.
The summer program's available for struggling families Thursday on WQAD News 8 at 5.
Relive the late nights.
If I had funny stuff, I'd be on in prime time.
Relive the laughs.
That crazed lizard unraveled your underwear.
Relive the legend.
Sleeping pills make me sleepy, pep pills make me peppy, and this horn makes me silly.
For the first time since their original broadcast, Antenna TV presents full episodes of Johnny Carson.
Weeknights at 10 on WQAD Antenna TV 8-2.
We have the stage, now we need a local band.
WQAD's Studio 8 River Music Experience and the Downtown Davenport Partnership are searching for a local band to perform at River Roots Live on August 26th or 27th. To enter your band, go to WQAD.com and search Studio 8 Showcase. Original content only. No cover bands, please. Entry deadline is July 10th. In August, top finalists will perform at the Redstone Room, where we'll announce who'll take the stage at River Roots Live.
News 8 at 9 p.m., the local primetime newscast that gives hardworking people a head start on late news and expanded weather. Your late news an hour earlier. News 8 at 9 p.m. on MyTV 8-3.
Celebrate summer with Kids Wild Fest at Niabi Zoo. Enjoy games, activities, and a day full of fun. Saturday, June 11th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Celebrate summer with Niabi Zoo and WQAD News 8. Kids Wild Fest, sponsored by Zeglin's, Rule and Rule, Carpetland USA, Hy-Vee, and WQAD News 8.
Mattress Firm grade 8 stat of the game here in the 8th inning. You see last night, top 4 hitters combined to go 10 out of 18 for the Cubs. Tonight, just 1 for 11. Grade 8 stat of the game brought to you by Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy, guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace. Hector Neris, splitter misses. Outside ball 1 on Miguel Montero. Peter Borges in to play right. Cody Ashe is out. Goodell goes right to left.
Neris, an interesting guy. He throws a split finger / forkball pitch, and he throws it a lot. He throws it more than his fastball. 2.27 ERA.
2-1 on Montero.
He struck out more than a third of the batters he has faced, primarily because of the increased usage of that split finger pitch.
I think that's all he's thrown here in this plate appearance. So really his fastball is more of a changeup. Right?
Yeah, his fastball is the change of pace, in a sense.
Oh, bad throw. And Montero is safe. Hernandez misfired. The door is open.
Well, we saw some sloppy play by the Diamondbacks in their series against the Cubs. Opened the door, and the Cubs took full advantage. See if they can cash in here.
So man on, nobody out. And it'll bring up Addison Russell, who's 0 for 7 in the series. Our Lexus Run Predictor brought to you by your Chicago area, Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Don't have to get it all back here. It would be nice to get at least one.
There's the heater, and he throws hard. You see 95 miles an hour.
Yeah, but everybody does now.
Yeah.
Ground ball, base hit. 2 on, nobody out.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm speaking with Andy McPhail, the new president of baseball operations here for the Phillies, before the ball game, and he said, you know, I look through the minor league reports every day from the games the night before, and you know, like every game in the minor league level, there's 3 or 4 guys down there throwing 95 miles an hour.
Baez will bat in the pitcher spot. And here comes Bob McClure before that happens.
Now this has become the default move. Pinch hitter comes into the ball game with a relief pitcher out there. For that matter, with the starting pitcher out there, the pitching coach comes out to remind everybody the scouting report.
Phillies 21-4 when they lead after 7. Cubs 2-13, trailing into the 8th, but they have 2 on and nobody out. Because the Cubs have 3 catchers, you can make this move, and that is Matt Caesar pinch running for Miguel Montero.
Some Matt Caesar fans in the ballpark tonight.
Here we go. Ball 1. So the only 2 guys left on the bench, and one will be used, are the 2 catchers, Ross and Fedorovich. Almora hit earlier. Baez now. Caesar pinch running. because I don't see David Ross on that railing, I'm assuming he will come in to catch. The kick and the 1-1. 2-1.
Javi swing can get a little long at times. He has the tendency to pull off the ball, so that little splitter, if it fades into a swing, that could be a dangerous pitch for Neris.
Ground ball into left. Gary Jones is going to stop Matt Caesar, and fortunately the throw went toward the plate. If Goodell had noticed that, he might have had a shot at Caesar at third. As it is, the bases are loaded. Nobody out, and here comes Fowler.
Yeah, always a dangerous play on a base hit to left field. The guy's going hard trying to give his third base coach a chance to send him home, but with an aggressive turn to third base, you become vulnerable to that throw in behind from the left fielder. All of a sudden, the Cubs' win probability looking a lot better than it was 10 minutes ago. All started by that error on Hernandez.
Pete McCannon might be looking for a 2-inning save tonight. So that's it for Neris. Looks like Andres Blanco will come in as part of a double switch. Don't go anywhere.
Now you can watch News 8 in primetime at 9 p.m. A newscast for hard-working people who want to get ahead. Your late news an hour earlier. News 8 at 9 p.m. on MyTV 8-3.
Ready to fall in love? Looking for a sense of humor? And who you can stay in with at night?
I love you.
Then you've come to the right spot. Antenna TV is your match. We've got it all. Charming, funny, and good-looking.
Thank you. I do my best.
Someone for everyone. Antenna TV. TV how it was meant to be.
On WQAD 8-2.
This is where my great future begins. This is where I become the person I want to be.
Please join us for our Get Hooked Fishing Derby at the Rock Island Conservation Club. Catch a tagged catfish and you could win one of 350 prizes, including a new SUV from Zimmerman Honda. Register online at bgcmv.org. No fishing license is required, so get hooked. Saturday, August 6th.
Great futures start here!
Great futures start at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley.
When the school year ends, so do regular meals for many area kids.
1 in 5 children in Iowa struggle with hunger.
The summer program's available for struggling families Thursday on WQAD News 8 at 5.
Yes.
Cubs have the bases loaded with nobody out, and the Phillies closer Genmar Gomez is on to try to get out of this jam, and then I guess Pete McCannon will figure out the rest later, but he might want the final 6 outs if he can get them.
Yeah, I would think that's what McCannon is thinking right now. You see Andres Blanco has come into play. Second base in the double switch. Gomez 18 out of 19 in the save department. There's a lot of sinkers. Kind of looking for that double play ball.
He has pitched 2 innings on a couple of occasions back in April. And the pitch to Fowler is a strike. Gomez had 1 major league save in 6 seasons going into this year. He's got 18 this season. Former Indian and Pirate. One ball, 1 strike. Cubs down 2. They have 3 men on. The pitch. 1-2.
Good run on that fastball at 94. We talked earlier about all the big arms in the game, the 97, 98 mile an hour late inning guys. Gomez is not one of those. 94 is good enough, but typically it's more about sink and command for Gomez.
Tied for first in the majors in saves. We just about hit him. 2-2. Hayward on deck.
He's digging for a changeup. No, another sinker.
3-2. Big moment in this game. 2-run deficit, but bases loaded, nobody out, and a 3-2 count. Here it comes. A fly ball in the air to left. Everybody tagging. Caught by Goodell. Caesar will score. The other 2 runners will hold. And that's probably a result the Phillies like a little more than the Cubs, even though they get a run. 3-2 now. Sac fly for Fowler. Would that be safe to say the Phillies?
I think so.
Don't mind that result.
I think so. I think they're, McCannon, and with Hayward coming up now, and Hayward more of a ground ball type hitter than Fowler, and Gomez a ground ball pitcher. So I'm sure as he played it out in his mind, McCannon thinking, well, if I can get it out here any which way with Fowler, and then I got a chance to get a double play ball with this matchup.
Well, obviously keeping Russell at second was big. So let's see if Hayward can come through here. Strike 1. Wind again blowing left to right.
Could that be a little foreshadowing?
Maybe. Ground ball smothered by Blanco. They get 1. They get 2. Gomez finds a way out of it. And Blanco just came into the game for Hernandez, who committed the error to open the inning. 3-2 in the 8th.
Our focus here at Quad Cities Acceleration is on speed and power development, while providing a safe and fun environment for training. Workouts are designed to improve our athletes' ability to run faster, jump higher and further, change direction quicker, and build confidence. Utilizing our super treadmills, we see major improvements to speed and running technique. Don't wait another season. Take advantage of what we have to offer today.
Experience Broadway in the Park as Quad City Music Guild presents Chitty Chitty Bang Bang at Prospect Park Theater in Moline. Take a fantastic musical adventure with an out-of-this-world car and characters in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The wonderful score includes the memorable title song, Toot Sweets, Truly Scrumptious, Hushabye Mountain, and many others. Based on the beloved 1968 film version of Ian Fleming's children's book, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a family-friendly blockbuster that audiences will find truly scrumptious. Call or go online for your tickets today.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured, so head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport. Storm Track 8 is putting power into your hands. Register to win a whole house generator fully installed by Electric Doctor. Log on to WQAD.com's contest page to learn how to enter. Weather the storm with WQAD News 8 and Electric Doctor. Watch WQAD MyTV 8-3 in HD over the air or on Mediacom Cable Channel 716.
Start something special with a great deal on a Honda. Now at your Honda dealer. Ryan Howard with career homer number 366 to jump into a tie for 80th on the all-time list. Albert Almora Jr. made his major league debut off the bench as a pinch hitter. You see Kyle Hendricks, 5 innings, 2 runs. Jared Eichhoff, 7 innings, 1 run. They are the pitchers of record. And the top of this 8th inning has been the story of this game to this point as Genmar Gomez keeps the Cubs to just 1 run.
I bet you Jared Eichhoff is sitting in the Phillies clubhouse with an ice bag on his shoulder and one on his elbow, screaming, "Turn it, turn it." And that ball was hit to Blanco. And boy, that was a pretty double play. And a frustrating inning, albeit a run scoring inning for the Cubs. They thought they were going to get probably at least 1 more out of that.
Trevor Cahill slings up a sinker for a strike. David Ross catching. Franco bounces one off his foot. Top of the 9th, Bryant Rizzo Zobrist against Gomez. One and two. Swing and a miss. Change up.
A little bit of curve. I don't know.
Okay.
Something off speed.
Yep. Well, Yordano Ventura, that was a fastball, I guess. Drills Manny Machado, who didn't like it, but then Ventura looked like he was ready for action. That's a nasty one.
Yeah. Ooh. Machado went into a boxer stance there and delivered a blow like Rougned Odor.
That one looked pretty personal. Ball 1 on Ryan Howard. One and one. Travis Wood if needed. Towering drive, center field, Fowler back, and he's got it on the warning track right in front of 398. as Cahill breathes a sigh of relief.
Sure, with a big smile, as if to say, can of corn, no worry, boys, I got this one.
Goodell takes a curve high.
Just spitballing here.
Okay.
Ventura's been in a number of these skirmishes in the past. Not sure that he's might not be real popular with his mates on his own club. Didn't see, usually the catcher gets out there, is trying to tackle that guy on his way to the mound to prevent that from happening.
Well, I don't know the entire context of it. I know they had words earlier, but he drilled him with a fastball right in the
that looked
pocket.
Pretty intentional.
Robin Ventura's still wondering why the Rangers catcher didn't tackle him on his way to Nolan Ryan. Although the catcher, I don't know who it was, said probably, Noli's got this one, right? Ball 4.
Yeah, who knows? Noli might have had an edict with his catchers. They want to come, let them come.
Do not stop them. Borges with his first plate appearance. Fastball, strike. I guess it was Pudge Rodriguez who was the catcher that night.
Robin probably had the element of surprise on his side. Folks probably didn't think he was going to go.
So we go to the 9th. Cubs are down 1. And they've got the heart of the order coming up.
At WQAD News 8, we pledge to hold policymakers and public officials accountable for what they do and how they spend your money. Hard work, determination, it's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
They helped walk us through all of the decisions that needed to be handled.
Just the little things that you really appreciate.
We try to provide a service and try to anticipate their needs before they have to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing, just amazing.
They're extraordinary.
They were tops. It meant a lot.
Esther Dahl, serving the community since 1891.
Goods Furniture, 3 blocks, 12 multi-level buildings, all packed full of furniture, food, and fun. Goods Furniture offers a wide selection of furniture choices for every room in your house to fit every budget. Spend the day shopping, enjoying lunch in the Wine Cellar restaurant, and strolling through the shops at Market Square. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Honey, the cable bill got us again. We need a little help in here.
With Done Right Satellite, lock in your rate for 2 years. Get the best technology with the Hopper. Watch and record 16 shows at once, plus get integrated Netflix and 4K.
I feel like if we would have switched to this network sooner, it could have saved me a lot of pain.
And money.
Visit Done Right Satellite to learn more about their great products and services.
Thursday, what do you get when Bryce Harper trades swings with Todd Frazier?
Out of here!
Fireworks. White Sox Nationals.
Thursday at 7 on MyTV 8-3.
Ford upcoming schedule, and it's brought to you by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. Finish up the series tomorrow, off day Thursday, 3 in Atlanta, and then we head to D.C. to end the trip. Genmar Gomez in the second inning of work against Chris Bryant. Ball one. From the stretch with nobody on.
That's a nasty pitch there. Nothing you can do with that one. 94-mile-an-hour sinker.
Genmar Alejandro Gomez, 6'3", 215, from Caracas, Venezuela. Bryant stays alive, 2-2. St. Dexter Fowler running. No! Gomez made his debut as a starter 2010. Swing and a miss. And the slider. 1 out.
Yeah, different than a lot of closers, and you know, he's got multiple options. Most closers are, you know, one-pitch guys or two-pitch pitchers. Gomez, a variety of offerings. And the challenge for a guy like Gomez is, you know, can you be sharp with all those pitches when you pitch usually 1 inning at a time? Tonight it'll be 2 if he gets the job done.
Ground ball, and it gets under Blanco and into right. So Rizzo, the tying run, is aboard, and Blanco may be hurt. That left arm may have gotten tucked underneath his body as he went for that ball. Maybe it's his ego that's bruised more than anything.
Made a sparkling play to start the double play that ended the 8th. So the Phillies will play deep in the outfield. They'll go into a no doubles deployment.
Zobrist, the batter. And he takes a strike. We've seen Joe pinch run for Rizzo in similar situations in the past, but the bench is down to Tim Federovic. So Rizzo stays in there. Remember, he pinch ran Travis Wood for Rizzo in the 9th inning of a game last year in Pittsburgh down a run. Zobrist fouls off, 0-2. Hector Rondon has started to get loose in the Cubs bullpen in case this game continues. Bounce to first. Howard gets one relay throw late, and that's a potentially big play by Gomez. If that ball gets by him and maybe rolls into the Phillies dugout, Zobrist ends up in scoring position. 2 outs.
That was a heck of a play by Gomez. Pretty good play by Ryan Howard too. He has really had his struggles defensively, but he's able to hang on to that one and get it on over to Galvis. So look at Gomez laying out to prevent the extra base for Zobrist.
It is up to Tommy La Stella. Phillies bullpen is quiet. This would go down as a tough save for Genmar Gomez.
Yeah, certainly not all saves are created equal, and you're right. It came in with the bases loaded, nobody out.
Ruiz has been pretty good back there this year. He had a terrible year throwing out base stealers last year. Just in case Cubs might be thinking about Zobrist trying to steal second here. Two and 0. Six out of 12 for Ruiz. 6 for 52 last year. So Jason Hamill's ready to pinch hit if needed. He's got a dirt bike race after the game or something.
Just letting his manager know he's available.
Right. Fouled off.
Well, if you're thinking of running, this might be the go pitch right here. Now, the fact that Ruiz has been so much better this year, that's the mitigating factor.
Stella in the air. This ball slicing, and we'll find the seats, and then back to the field. 2-2 on La Stella. Philadelphia trying to beat the Cubs for the first time this season. So now Zobrist will be on the move. They'll play La Stella around toward left in the outfield, pretty straight up on the infield. And Howard can play behind the runner here.
And just shadows Zobrist, peel back, but he'll stay tight to the line.
There goes Zobrist, the pitch. La Stella out toward the gap. And it drops down. Zobrist to third. Gary Jones is going to hold him. First and third. So the good news is the Cubs are still alive. But the Phillies executed that throw from the outfield. They're hoping maybe a bobble or something, and Zobrist could have scored. So it'll be up to David Ross, and now Travis Wood will, in fact, pinch run for Tommy La Stella.
So positioning and speed, the difference on that play. Borges was swung towards the alley in right center, so he's well positioned. Then his speed allows him to cut that ball off and get it back in a hurry. No real chance to send Zobrist there for Gary Jones.
You know, it's interesting, JD, you mentioned that, because I'm wondering if Borges is going to lay out to try to make a game-saving catch. In the end, he made exactly the right decision, because if he lays out and doesn't catch it, it's a tie game.
Yeah.
And he's talking about it, I think, with Herrera right now.
Yeah, when you play the risk-reward game there, you can't afford to let that ball get by you and all the way to the wall.
So David Ross came into the game to catch in the bottom of the 8th. Final year in the big leagues. Off to a great start. Trying to come up with a big hit. Tying run at third. Go ahead run now at first is Travis Wood, the pinch runner.
Good swing. He attacks that first pitch a high percentage of the time.
The 0-1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Galvis up with it. Phillies hang on. 3-2 the final as Gomez gets a 2-inning save. Cubs gave him a fight, though, in the 9th.
That's been the formula for the Phillies this year. They've played a lot of low-run games. They've won a lot of one-run.
At WQAD News 8, we know that bringing more work to the Quad Cities is a priority for all of us. That's why we shared with you the steps.
And Gomez, who may be headed to the All-Star game, picks up another save.
I would imagine he won't be available tomorrow. But, that's for Pete McCannon to decide. So we'll wrap it up from Philadelphia in a moment. Final score, Phillies 3, Cubs 2. We'll be right back.
What I want, you got.
At WQAD News 8, we know that bringing more work to the Quad Cities is a priority for all of us. That's why we shared with you the steps that must be done to bring hundreds of well-paying jobs back to the Arsenal.
We want to make sure that, of course, the Arsenals are getting work, but that the competition is fair.
Exposing the old laws preventing the factory from getting ahead, and pressing lawmakers for real change. Hard work, determination is what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
When it comes to orthopedic care for injuries, you want the best. Dr. Hoffman is an expert in total joints and sports medicine. Dr. Cobb has expertise in new, minimally invasive procedures of the hand and upper extremities. Dr. Dolphin is the area's leader in spine surgery. Dr. Mendel is a specialist for foot and ankle, total joints, and sports medicine. Orthopedic specialists will get you back in the game.
Need help?
Oh, thanks.
Some people think because I'm from Crawford Company, I can solve any problem.
Oh, Julie, will you get my gloves for me, please?
But what we know best is providing Bryan Air Conditioning.
Hey, Mom, have you seen my baseball?
With no high-pressure sales pitch. With great products at a fair price, your problems are solved. Honestly, just call Crawford Company. Now let's finish up this bad boy.
Visit Crawford-Company.com for rebates on affordable air conditioning solutions from Crawford Company.
Brood Passport, with over $200 in savings on all the things you love. Growlers, pints, wings, flatbreads, pizza, and more, only $25. Buy online on the deals page at WQAD.com or pay with a check at the WQAD News 8 studios. Get your Brood Passport and let your craft beer adventure begin. Please drink responsibly.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
Experience Broadway in the Park as Quad City Music Guild presents Chitty Chitty Bang Bang at Prospect Park Theater in Moline. Take a fantastic musical adventure with an out-of-this-world car and characters in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The wonderful score includes the memorable title song, Toot Sweets, Truly Scrumptious, Hushabye Mountain, and many others based on the beloved 1968 film version of Ian Fleming's children's book. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a family-friendly blockbuster that audiences will find truly scrumptious. Call or go online for your tickets today.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash. In fact, local charities have received over $52,000 from Erickson Chevrolet Buick.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee not only helps you plan your day, thanks to our friends at Erickson Chevrolet Buick, it helps area charities as well. Watch WQAD MyTV 8-3 in HD over the air or on Mediacom Cable Channel 716.
Process. No, you don't have to go online to a website. Call us. Speak with an experienced reverse mortgage advisor for an honest, no-obligation assessment of your options. Whether your retirement plan isn't covering your expenses or you're ready to shine up your golden years, now it's easy to get the facts, not the hype, and make an informed decision. Call now.
Call 1-800-272-7780. That's 1-800-272-7780.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Chicago Cubs baseball has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Ford, America's best-selling brand, 6 years running, inviting you to check out our fuel-efficient lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace. Your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. State Farm, there for you when things go wrong, but also here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM. Honda, start something special with a great deal on a Honda, now at your Honda dealer. And by Budweiser, not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you. Our next telecast of Cubs baseball here on WGN will be this Sunday from Atlanta. The Cubs' final game at Turner Field, 12 o'clock Central Time for the leadoff man. Final score tonight from Philadelphia, the Phillies 3 and the Cubs 2. Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN has been brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. For JD and our entire WGN sports crew, this is Len Casper saying so long and stay tuned for the WGN News at 9.
Right now on WQAD News 8 at 9, adapting the Adler, the changes you may soon see at Davenport's downtown theater. Plus,
and I was wondering if I could have done something like that, if someone was persuading me.
A woman takes the stand in the trial of an area police officer accused of sexually assaulting her after an arrest. News 8's Chris Miner tells us what happened in the courtroom today, coming up.
Now, live from WQAD, News 8 at 9 starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Angie Sharp. Topping our news tonight, the Adler Theater wants to make over its marquee. Tonight, they presented a potential design to Davenport's Historic Preservation Commission. The new sign replicates the original sign from 1931, but with modern-day technology. It would have LED lighting and video displays, which they say will be cost-effective and bring more attention to the theater.
When you walk past the theater right now, it doesn't scream Art Deco. It screams concrete building. But when you walk in, you kind of go, oh, wow. And we want the people to have the oh, wow factor as they're driving up for the show that they're going to go to.
The theater has started a campaign called Light Up the Adler to raise the $300,000 needed for the new marquee. They say they're hoping to have that raised by the end of August before asking for approval from the Historic Preservation Commission as well as City Council. Well, budget battle day 343. Today, Illinois House Speaker Michael Madigan canceled tomorrow's planned session in Springfield. Earlier, he said the House would meet every Wednesday after the spring session closed without a budget deal. He canceled tomorrow's, though, saying progress is being made in budget work groups. Governor Bruce Rauner slammed the move, saying Madigan is trying to slow down the process to cause a crisis in schools. Meanwhile, the state plans to sell more than $500 million of bonds as it continues to operate without a budget. Right now, Illinois has the lowest bond rating of all 50 states, and it could be downgraded even further if the state's dire financial situation is not addressed. The state's budget problems have now added up to more than $7 billion in unpaid bills, including some at the federal level. Right now, the state owes $3 million to the FBI for processing fingerprints and conducting background checks. The debt is now so long overdue, though, that it could be turned over to the federal government's collection agency, which is the Treasury Department. Turning to weather now, and after a cooler day, things are about to heat up around here. Storm Track 8 Chief Meteorologist James Zahara here to tell us what we can expect heading into tomorrow. Hi, James.
Hello, Angie. Yeah, still on target as far as the upcoming weekend's concerned about that heat you just mentioned. For Friday and Saturday, daytime highs are still expected around those lower 90s with plenty of humidity that's going to be rolling on through. So we need to get prepared for that. But around today, it's been a very comfortable one at that. Got as high as 76 degrees in the Quad Cities, currently 71. Light northwest wind at 8 miles an hour. The air very dry, so we're going to actually cool these temperatures very nicely as we head overnight. Very similar to what we had last night. And then we start inching those temperatures up till it gets real hot and sticky by the upcoming weekend. In that transition, there's that chance for that shower or thunderstorm. Not too great right now, but a chance nonetheless. I'll show you when it's going to take place coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, James. In other news tonight, Davenport police are investigating an overnight shooting that sent one person to the hospital. Police say it happened just before midnight last night at the intersection of 35th and Main Streets. They say a 25-year-old man was shot after a fight with another person. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. No arrests have been made. Meanwhile, testimony is underway in the trial of a former Muscatine police officer accused of sexually assaulting a woman after an OWI arrest. As News 8's Chris Miner reports, she says she's taking the officer to court so everyone understands that it could happen to anyone.
Former Muscatine police officer Tom Tovar is charged with sexually assaulting a very intoxicated woman while on duty back in 2013. Accused of taking the woman, seen stumbling here on police dash cam video, back to her hotel after her boyfriend's arrest and raping her.
Do you remember taking off your clothes the night before?
I don't.
Do you remember someone else taking off your clothes?
I don't.
Sherry Martin took the stand and told the jury she remembers very little about how she got back to the hotel and what happened next.
And then I had a flash of a memory of someone, I immediately came to my mind that it was a police officer, was laying on me.
Tovar's DNA was found inside her clothing. Prosecutors say Tovar is unaccounted for in the hotel for 13 minutes.
The defendant's camera is off while he's in that hotel. His microphone, it's not recording.
The defense today claimed if there was sex, it was consensual.
You're going to see this is one of those women who will engage in sex for a benefit and is willing to cry rape after a consent.
Martin, who went public with her story last year, broke down at one point when questioned about her initial statements to police.
I was going through scenarios and I thought if I was intoxicated, again, never put in a situation like this in my entire life, ever. And I was wondering if I could have done something like that, if someone was persuading me. I was going through every possible scenario.
Tovar was fired from the force and is expected to take the witness stand this week. In Muscatine, Chris Miner, WQAD News 8.
Thank you, Chris. Tovar was a 22-year veteran of the Muscatine police force. An Iowa State trooper is resigning, and there's some controversy surrounding why. In his resignation letter, Sergeant Michael Haugen admits to having an addiction to painkillers. The patrol informed Haugen last month that it was firing him for misconduct, but has not released more details to the public. Haugen had until Monday to appeal his termination, but instead he submitted a letter. A separate criminal investigation is also underway right now. Haugen had been on paid leave since March 25th. And east of the Quad Cities, a 42-year-old woman is in jail tonight after she stole an ambulance from a hospital in Chicago this morning. Police say she drove out of the city on an expressway for about an hour. Officers were finally able to catch up to her several miles from where the chase started. No one was in the ambulance when it was stolen and no one was hurt. There's much more to come right here on WQAD News 8 at 9. Still ahead, a historic moment in the making. There's never been a female presidential candidate from a major political party in the U.S. How Hillary Clinton is one step closer to changing that.
You are watching WQAD News 8 at 9 with Angie Sharp.
Smart buying decisions are made at Majeski Motors.
Save thousands on Carfax guaranteed top quality pre-owned from Majeski Motors. Right now, choose from a 2012 Nissan Sentra, a 2014 Ford Focus, or a 2014 Chevy Impala. All with low miles and factory warranty. Only $12,987 or just $189 a month with zero down.
Majeski Motors in Sterling, Illinois, and MajeskiMotors.com. Your smart choice for pre-owned vehicles.
The grass just got greener. Only $25 gets you a cart and 18 holes of golf anytime after 10 a.m. any day at Sauckie. A great deal on a course that's in great shape. Told ya the grass just got greener. Call for a tee time at Sauckie today.
It's easy to shop at Corn Crib Nursery of Coal Valley. Choose from a large variety of quality plants, trees, shrubs, and accessories, plus an expert staff happily ready to share their growing knowledge. From annuals and perennials to landscape design, look to Corn Crib Nursery. Find the unexpected in our ever-expanding gift shop with new products arriving weekly. For all your gardening and landscaping needs, Corn Crib Nursery on Route 150 in Coal Valley. Grow with us.
We have the stage, now we need a local band.
WQAD's Studio 8 River Music Experience and the Downtown Davenport Partnership are searching for a local band to perform at River Roots Live on August 26th or 27th. To enter your band, go to WQAD.com and search Studio 8 Showcase. Original content only. No cover bands, please. Entry deadline is July 10th. In August, top finalists will perform at the Redstone Room, where we'll announce who'll take the stage at River Roots Live.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee not only helps you plan your day, thanks to our friends at Erickson Chevrolet Buick, it helps area charities as well.
When the school year ends, so do regular meals for many area kids.
1 in 5 children in Iowa struggle with hunger.
The summer program's available for struggling families Thursday on WQAD News 8 at 5.
Welcome back. Topping your voice, your vote headlines tonight. It's the end of the beginning, or is it the beginning of the end? Either way, the primary season is over. Every state has now had their say on who should be the Republican and Democratic presidential nominees, including 6 states tonight: California, Montana, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Dakota, and South Dakota. And out of the 3 remaining candidates, 2 have secured just enough delegates before tonight's elections even took place. Donald Trump hit the 1,237 mark weeks ago, and Hillary Clinton hit the 2,383 mark last night with the help of 571 superdelegates. But Bernie Sanders says it's not over yet, mainly because superdelegates can still change their minds before the convention next month. A few key people have made up their minds. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi endorsed Hillary Clinton today, as well as the president and the CEO of the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And as we first reported yesterday, President Barack Obama is expected to endorse Clinton later this week. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is losing support. Illinois U.S. Senator Mark Kirk announced today he is taking back his endorsement, saying this.
Just too racist and bigoted for the party of Lincoln for me.
This is concerning Trump's comments about a federal judge that we first told you about last night. Last week, Trump said Judge Gonzalo Curiel could not be presiding over a fraud case involving Trump University because he would not be fair to him due to his Mexican heritage. Kirk's statement comes just hours after Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, called Trump's comments on Judge Curiel absolutely unacceptable and racist.
I disavow these comments. I regret those comments that he made. I don't think claiming a person can't do their job because of their race is sort of like the textbook definition of a racist comment.
But he says he does not believe Hillary Clinton is the answer to solving these problems. Ryan said he and Trump have more common ground on the policy issues of the day than he does with Clinton. Ryan officially endorsed Trump last week. Meanwhile, former presidential candidate and Trump supporter Chris Christie is defending Trump's comments. While voting in New Jersey today, he said Trump has a right to express his own opinion, as does Paul Ryan.
I know Donald Trump. I've known him for 14 years, and Donald Trump is not a racist. And so, the allegations that he is are absolutely contrary to every experience that I've had with him over the last 14 years. And so we're going to end it there.
Tonight, Trump is trying to clarify his comments, saying in a statement that they were, quote, misconstrued. He says based on past rulings in the Trump University civil case, he feels justified in questioning whether he's receiving a fair trial. Still ahead on WQAD News 8 at 9, the impact of Colin. A look at what Tropical Storm Colin left in his wake and why some are saying they're happy with the after effect.
And the weather around here has been quite tranquil late. There is a shower thunderstorm chance, at least the only chance I see as we go through the rest of the week. I'll tell you when that will be expected right after the break here in News 8 at 9.
Have signs of a foundation problem? Call your local experts today. We fix Boeing basement walls, make foundations rock solid, and help protect the value of your home. Don't let little problems turn into big ones. Call Mid-America Basement Systems today.
Care, service, quality. It's what you expect when you shop locally. It's what Zeglin's has been providing the Quad Cities with for years. We're family owned. We're family operated. Zeglin's, your hometown, our hometown.
Silvis, a great place to play, a great place to do business.
Handmade gifts and home decor for all occasions at Sunny Cove.
Schroeder Mortuary Silvis, our family serving your family since 1942.
IH Mississippi Valley Credit Union, helping you on your financial journey.
Fast and friendly service with a hometown touch here at Anchor Lumber.
Come and visit Silvis, Illinois, a city of progress.
I'm Lee Schreiber, president of Sterling Chevrolet. It's out with the old and in with the new. Take, for example, this brand new 2016 Chevrolet Cruze, $169 a month, or the all-new 2016 Malibu, $199 a month.
Save big on your next truck at Sterling Chevrolet. Take $10,000 off a Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, or $10,000 off a Silverado HD 2500 Crew Cab Diesel.
It's worth the drive to Sterling Chevrolet, the Sauk Valley's most trusted name in automobiles. Right on Route 40, Sterling.
Pain doesn't care who you are, what you're trying to do today, or what time it is. It wants your attention all the time. We care what time it is. It's time to get your life back. Pain Centers of Iowa offers the most advanced interventional techniques available to help you manage your pain. Get relief. Get it right the first time. No referral is necessary. Call to schedule an appointment for your personalized pain relief program with locations in Davenport, Coralville, or Burlington. It's your time. Give us a call.
Thursday on WGN Sports. What do you get when one of baseball's best players trades swings with one of baseball's home run leaders?
Out of here!
Fireworks. Frazier, Harper, White Sox, Nationals.
Thursday at 7 on MyTV 8-3.
Help Family Resources provide a safe place for children, families, and individuals escaping a violent situation. Help fill the truck with basic supplies on Saturday, June 25th, 9 a.m. to noon at Hy-Vee stores throughout the Quad Cities, Clinton, and Muscatine.
Radon is a silent killer, an odorless, colorless radioactive gas that can seep into your home and dramatically increase you and your family's risk of lung cancer. Protect your family with Mid-America Basement Systems.
Now, meteorologist James Sahara and Storm Track 8 weather.
Well, as fast as it came in, it left. Tropical Storm Colin did not do much damage, some rain, some wind, and now an elevated rip current risk is in place along with high seas. But surfers are taking advantage, saying they rarely get to see waves like these. Colin was the third named tropical system of the Atlantic hurricane season. The next storm will be called Danielle.
Danielle, okay.
I always feel bad for the people whose name is the name of the hurricane or the tropical storm, you know?
Well, my mother-in-law's name was already given.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm not going to go any farther than that, all right? Don't want to get myself into trouble. Pretty good looking day we had, didn't we?
Very nice.
Oh, very comfortable indeed. Still a little breezy at times, but I don't think anyone really complained too much about that. We had temperatures in the low mid-70s out there. Few spots actually even touched around the upper 70s, like around Mount Pleasant at 77, and even the Quad Cities around 76 degrees. Right now, I'm seeing those numbers right around 70 degrees. Upper 60s, though, to our north, from Maquoketa right through Clinton, even around Princeton, Sterling Rock Falls. Right now in the upper 60s. Air dry once again, so we'll cool off these temperatures very quickly. Very similar to last night, with numbers for the most part around the lower 50s, maybe right around 50 degrees from Clinton, Sterling Rock Falls, and points northward in the Maquoketa, Savannah, and even around Galena. A few degrees better than that farther south as you go. But surely is another night where you can just crack open the window once again. Sky is nice and quiet around the area. There's the unsettled weather off to the east, broken clouds and a few spotty light little showers here and there. Next system way out to the west. Flow of our weather continues out of the northwest. And fortunately, no disturbances caught in that flow, at least as we make our way into our Wednesday. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning to about midday, all the way to about 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and evening, and things are looking pretty good. So definitely see a good amount of sunshine in our forecast. Temperature-wise, I think that's going to be the difference compared to today, as readings are going to be at least about 4 or 5 degrees warmer in our forecast. I'll show you what I mean by check out your hometown. Numbers will be around the upper 70s from Silvis right through Clinton, Sterling, Rock Falls, Galena around 76. Well, about 80 degrees for a daytime high in Muscatine, Mount Pleasant, even around Burlington. 78 degrees in Princeton, Kewanee, Aledo, even around Monmouth, and in the Quad Cities, looking at a daytime high of around 80 degrees. Less wind come tomorrow, too, and with that dry air and sunshine in place, going to be a real nice summer day. That takes us to Thursday, and that's where we do see a little disturbance, get it caught in the flow out of the northwest. This disturbance will be mainly in Wisconsin in the morning hours on Thursday, and then the tail end of it will try to make its way a little farther south around areas just north of the Quad Cities by around 5 o'clock. It looks like that may be the trend going into that evening. We'd like to see that track a little bit more to the south and west just because it's been so darn dry around the area. But by the time we get to Friday, that's when we're going to be anticipating those temperatures in the 90s. Still looking that way, folks. There's no steering away from it, that's for sure. In fact, specifically 93 I'm seeing on Friday. Then we'll peak in that heat on Saturday, 94. I don't have Sunday or Monday on there. Well, why? Reason why is because we got some changes. Had a frontal boundary that was expected to stay up into our north, but is anticipated to slide a little bit more to the south. That's good because across many of our hometowns by Sunday, we get that northeast wind. So temperatures will be mainly 80s. The hot, sticky weather stays down to our south. Along that boundary, this is where we could expect to see the only chance of wet weather for the weekend, with a few isolated showers and thunderstorms along that same boundary. Mostly clear, pleasantly cool tonight, low around 53. Come tomorrow, good looking day again, just a touch warmer with a high of 80. Then some warm and sticky weather arrives on Thursday with a high of 87. Couple of days of 90-degree plus temperatures Friday and Saturday, and then some of that active weather beginning later Sunday going into next week will help trim down those temperatures once again in the 80s. Angie?
All right, thank you, James. Well, summer is certainly here, and that means a lot of people in the Quad Cities are getting out onto the Mississippi River. But there are some things that you should know. The brown, murky water gets its color from runoff and sediment. Drinking it straight from the source could cause stomach flu-like symptoms, according to the Army Corps of Engineers. But the water quality is safe enough to swim in and fish in. Officials say the most hazardous part of the river is actually its current.
It's deceiving sometimes because you see the surface of the water and it looks like glass, which makes you think it's nice and smooth and easy sailing, and just underneath the current might be doing something different, so it kind of almost acts like it's in layers. Sometimes the river does, that sort of thing.
Keene says if you do decide to swim in the river, wear a life jacket because of the unpredictability of the river's current. As the temperatures rise, so is a certain disease. Coming up on WQAD News 8 at 9, how you can stay safe this summer and the one thing you need to look out for. Plus,
we may not have mud to run through and we may not have obstacles to crawl through, but we help women overcome obstacles.
A race to raise awareness, donations, and people. Why numbers for this weekend's Race for the Cure are down. Those stories and more, your health headlines, right after this.
Goods Furniture, 3 blocks, 12 multi-level buildings, all packed full of furniture, food, and fun. Goods Furniture offers a wide selection of furniture choices for every room in your house to fit every budget. Spend the day shopping, enjoying lunch in the Wine Cellar restaurant, and strolling through the shops at Market Square. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Attention patients who've been implanted with an IVC filter. Unfortunately, these filters can fracture, move throughout the body, pierce blood vessels and organs, tilt, or become irretrievable. These failures can result in a number of serious injuries, including internal bleeding, organ damage, infection, and even death. If you were implanted with an IVC filter and were injured, you may be owed compensation from the manufacturer. If you or a loved one has been implanted with an IVC filter and the device failed, call 800-219-1427.
I don't know if you know this, but Illinois leads the country in dog bite insurance claims.
Don't be that guy.
Carrying too many things can lead to a slip and fall.
Don't be that guy.
Careful! Home injuries are serious when falling from a ladder.
Don't be that guy. Insure with us. Be safe one place. HCI Insurance, an independent agent representing auto owners insurance.
People often ask me, they're like, Jim, your dad brand's so strong. What can I do? The most important thing I've taught my children is that they have to do things themselves. I don't want my kids to be part of this lazy culture that doesn't do things. That's why I bring them out here and I beat them at tennis. Probably the best gift I could give my children is to have them lose to me. That's what a dad brand's about.
Get 0% APR financing plus $1,000 bonus cash for current owners of FCA vehicles on the all-new 2017 Pacifica.
When the storm arrives and the lights go out, a small generator comes in handy. But how about a generator that lights your entire house?
Storm Track 8 is putting the power back in your hands. Register to win a Generac generator, fully installed by the Electric Doctor. Log on to WQAD.com's contest page to learn how to enter for your chance to win. Weather the storm with WQAD News 8 and the Electric Doctor.
Brewed
Passport. With over $200 in savings on all the things you love. Growlers, pints, wings, flatbreads, pizza, and more, only $25. Buy online on the deals page at WQAD.com or pay with a check at the WQAD News 8 studios. Get your Brew Passport and let your craft beer adventure begin. Please drink responsibly.
Welcome back. Topping your health headlines tonight, Lyme disease is on the rise, and the ticks that carry it are about the size of a poppy seed, so they're tough to spot. Medical experts say if you've been walking in the woods or even working in a garden, make sure you do a full body check once you get inside. If you find a tick, remove it with tweezers, then clean the area with soap and water. Early symptoms for Lyme disease are similar to that of the flu: fever, chills, headache, and joint aches. If you think you have it, go see your doctor. From ticks to mosquitoes, there's some good news tonight regarding the Zika virus and the upcoming Summer Olympic Games in Rio. During a press conference today, organizers said the games will go on as scheduled, which is less than 2 months from now. They also told reporters that it will not be the height of the mosquito season there, bringing the risks to nearly zero. Organizers added that there have been no cases of Zika among the 17,000 athletes, volunteers, and staff during recent events. Here in the Quad Cities, the number of people registered for this Saturday's Race for the Cure is down. So far, there are about 4,000 people planning to show up to the 5K, but that's about 2,000 less than what organizers are expecting. They say it's getting harder to compete with all the other events filling up people's calendars.
The Race for the Cure is a lot of work. We have a great committee of people that really works year-round to put this event on, and I really hope that the community comes out and supports this great event and the survivors that we do have in our community.
More than half the money raised during this weekend's race stays in the Quad Cities for breast health education programs. The goal is to raise $100,000. Right now, they're only about 30% of the way there. There's still time to register for the race, so to do so, go to ColemanQuadCities.org. From Race for the Cure to the race against obesity, a new study finds obesity rates among women is on the rise. The study looked at data on more than 2,600 men and 2,800 women from 2005 to 2014. Researchers found that obesity increased by 5% for women during that decade, from 35 to 40%. Men, though, stayed the same at 35%. As for a solution, doctors say to exercise 150 minutes a week and to maintain a balanced diet. If you're looking to lose some weight, try more fat. A study shows that a high-fat Mediterranean diet that's heavy on veggies, legumes, fish, fruit, nuts, and whole grains resulted in the most weight loss for study participants. And those who used extra virgin olive oil instead of butter did even better. Hostess is issuing a recall. The snack food giant is recalling more than 700,000 cases of Ding Dongs, Zingers, and Chocodiles because the products may contain peanut residue, which is not listed in their ingredients. Hostess is blaming the residue on flour recently recalled by its supplier, Grain Craft. To see a full list of recalled items and what to do if you have one, go to our website, mytv8-3.com, click the News tab, and type Hostess in the search box. Now, back in February, leaders with Genesis Health System went in front of the Iowa Health Facilities Council and presented them with an expansion plan for mental health services in our area. 4 months later, News 8's Elizabeth Wadas tells us if the hospital is following through.
This is an expanded multi-purpose room.
Genesis Health System officials are excited to show off these renovations at their West campus.
So you've got a couple of rooms you can use either for adults or kids.
These additional rooms and revamped community center are part of the hospital's behavioral health expansion plan. Genesis presented these ideas to the Iowa Health Facilities Council back in February. At the hearing, a freestanding psychiatric hospital, Strategic Behavioral Health, or SBH, was blocked from building in Bettendorf.
It's been a long day, but unfortunately it's new.
Part of the board's reasoning to stop SBH from building was to give local hospitals a chance to expand. Genesis says they're right on track.
Our plan is to have all of this up and running on or about July 3rd.
Now the hospital has 13 new inpatient mental health beds, bringing the total number at Genesis up to 36.
Between Genesis and Unity Point, we have behavioral health in this area, inpatient behavioral health covered quite well.
Kids are waiting.
But SBH disagrees.
We are offering
monitoring and have shown that there is a need for 72 additional beds, not 10 here and 3 here and that sort of thing. There's a 72 additional bed need, and we have shown that in our certificate of need. So them adding a few beds is not going to remove the need for us to build a psychiatric hospital at all.
SBH will give its pitch again to the Iowa Health Facilities Council the first week of July to get approved to build.
We feel great. We think that we're going to be granted. We're excited about becoming a part of the community.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Strategic behavioral health leaders say they're expecting a big crowd when they present to the Health Council next month. They say they're confident the Quad City community wants to see more than what Genesis officials say they will provide. Coming up on WQAD News 8 at 9, what's in a name? We'll let you decide after you hear the name of Lincoln Park's new baby camel right after this.
WQAD News 8 is sponsored by Pleasure Pool and Spas.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style Chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite: Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
What famous American has covered more territory than any other? Hint, it's not a person. Celebrate 75 years of endless adventure today at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. One drive and you'll discover why Jeep is the most awarded best-selling SUV brand. Get 0% APR for 75 months or $3,000 combined cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash on 2016 Cherokee model.
This is where my great future begins. This is where I become the person I want to be.
Please join us for our Get Hooked Fishing Derby at the Rock Island Conservation Club. Catch a tagged catfish and you could win one of 350 prizes, including a new SUV from Zimmerman Honda. Register online at bgcmv.org. No fishing license is required, so get hooked. Saturday, August 6th.
Great futures start here!
Great futures start at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley.
I take this job serious, man. Buck isn't just any nanny. This is my brother. He's resourceful.
Mom, a prostitute taught me to twerk.
There's no way he's got this.
Uncle Buck, series premiere next Tuesday on ABC.
Follow that car.
Is your car smarter than you are? Don't drink and drive.
Finally tonight, there's a new baby camel at the Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago. The camel was born on May 9th. His name, Alexander Camelton, was announced over the weekend. Alexander was the first camel born at the zoo since 1998, and he already stands 4 feet tall, so he's only a foot shorter than me.
But he stands proudly.
Yeah, he does. Alexander Camelton. That's hilarious. I love it.
Hey, we're going to be seeing a beautiful sunrise tomorrow morning. Good looking day for your Wednesday. We'll start off with temperatures in the lower 50s, climb our way right around 80 degrees for the daytime high. Not much of that wind like we had today. So a good looking day, dry too. Starting on Thursday, that's where things start getting a little sticky, and then the heat and humidity come really in by Friday and Saturday.
We'll get an update for